general store.
Oh. I was like, who the hell is Sally, and why do we care if she's good?
Right up there with the decaffeinated girl.
Decaffeinated.
All right, I fixed that.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm here.
Hey, John.
Welcome to D&D.
Game of World of Warships ran long.
Mm-hmm.
And normally I would have just quit, but except that I was one of the last two alive and I was capping the base.
Understandable. Okay, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
So I am recording now.
Okay. So, if you guys would like to do recap, we can get going.
Okay. Last time on Strange Times, the group finally decided to turn in their quest for the Gnolls. That was 2 days ago. Thankfully, the Gnolls weren't going bad at that point. Well, they were a little bit, but they went bad, but they still gave them the money. At this point, though, Gamera finally rejoined the group, informing them that they had gotten into a fight with their bagpipes and would not be seeing them for some time. The group made it to the guard post to claim the rewards. And while the party was divvying up the rewards, one of the particular party members took it upon themselves to uncover the harsh truth of the guard post. Womble. Womble decided he was going to expose the burger... Was it Burgermeister?
Birdmeister. It was totally called the Birdmeister.
Because it's Burgermeister in the notes.
I like
I noticed it and then didn't say anything.
It's fine.
I'm glad.
I'm going with Burgermeister. That's what we got in the notes.
He's a chunky guy. It works.
He decided to try and expose the Burgermeister for being a corrupt individual. However, Womble's plan was thwarted by the single guard posted below his window. Who would have thought using, whatever the hand flame spell, I can't think of it, out a window Burning Hands wasn't a good idea on a chest. We all learned something that day.
I always just end up thinking burning hands just sets my hands on fire, okay?
We all learned that we can't... It was also important to note that the group realized they couldn't do that in the future because Womble was arrested for the day because of this endeavor. Meanwhile, while this was going on, the charlatan lizard man was just getting pretty chummy with their gnome friend. That was about it. That was his entire day. Drinks and fun.
Mm-hmm.
However, Womble's efforts were not the worst thing that happened to the group on that day. Neither was Xanar's. He had a very wholesome day by comparison until the night. Finally getting his custom order done by the Tanner? Was it Tanner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Custom order by the Tanner. However, one ambitious member of the group, Grognar, the rogue, decided he was going to find the missing girl that had been posted around town. After dealing with some delinquent boys, he soon found his only clue, with Snurp there to help him. It turned out it was a lizard man with a squeaky bag who had done her in. But who was this lizard man with a squeaky bag? It took them a bit of time, but they found out it was Gamera, who then Grognar used to blackmail to find where the body was. However, when Grognar went to fetch the town guards to claim the reward, Snurp decided that he was going to listen to the voices in his head. Always a good idea. And carve an intricate marking on the skull of the girl. What burst through was an unspeakable horror that sent Snurp screaming in one direction and Gamera in the other. When Grognar returned, all he saw was a headless corpse and was none the wiser. After their little endeavor, they made it back to the inn, but Gamera, on his way back, instead found his bagpipes with the same delinquent boys that Grognar used for information. Gamera, however, was not the type to let things lie, and nearly committed child murder to get them back. By dropping him while on a roof.
Again.
Unfortunately for Gamera, Xanar was nearby and heard the commotion, adding to the group's distrust among themselves. The next morning, Grognar went to pick up his reward for finding the missing girl, as well as Womble, who also was none the wiser of whatever the fuck just happened last night. Though he thinks he made some friends with the guards and even enjoyed a nice mud snack with Grognar for his troubles.
I forgot about that.
Grognar attempted to pay Snurp his share, but Snurp, still visibly shaken from the night before, and having a very odd conversation with Phelan just moments earlier, decided he didn't want his money. Gamera demanded his share, and when Grognar tried to slip to it, that led to Xanar demanding an immediate group meeting to determine what the hell's going on. After a tense back and forth, where even a zone of truth was used, Grognar also had his balls infested. He did not take kindly to that and attacked Womble for such indiscretion. But after that, it became truth that Gamera was the one who killed the girl. And there was mention of a weird skull thing appearing, which left Grognar speechless, pretty much. And this is where our story picks up from there.
Yeah. So you guys find yourself in the one crowded little room. At this point, Phelan is sitting in the back of the room, just pinching her, her nose, eyes closed, just sort of like rubbing her head for a headache. You guys can hear a little bit of activity downstairs, but it's getting pretty late in the night. And basically, that bombshell just dropped. You guys can pick up the conversation where you're at and figure out what you're doing.
And just, John, real quick, did Rhea say she was going to be here tonight or no?
She would not be able to join us, unfortunately. Tonight, the role of Phelan will be played by the moral compass of Cheesemore.
Hello.
I got
Oh,
a moral
boy.
compass.
Your moral compass is more like, how do I say this? A Beyblade?
Let it rip.
I'll have you know I'm in character.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, continue.
Let the artist be, sadly.
Let him do his work.
I sat down to process this information.
Grognar's visibly shaken and still saying, "What bone thing happened while I was gone?"
I just kind of clear my throat and twiddle my thumbs. Hold my bagpipe extra tight.
Grognar looks at Snurp.
No.
You wanted Skull. What you do?
It wasn't supposed to do that.
He's still in the zone of truth, right?
Yes, it has not ended, and whoever was... I don't remember
Snurp has to tell truth.
Yes,
Snurp, Xanar, and Womble.
yes.
Oh,
They
I forgot
don't
about
need to say the truth, but they can't tell a lie.
What was it supposed to do?
It was.
that. Spit it out, boy.
I was supposed to put it in a fire. And that happened before I could put it in a fire.
It doesn't quite answer the question, though.
What was the question again?
What was it supposed to do?
I don't know, but not that.
Grognar imitates Phelan's motions with her head at this point.
I'm gonna rub Xanar's back, saying,
No, it'll be okay.
"Yeah,
I'm not really paying attention to him.
What?
Because I'm really trying to think, and it's hard to think as a barbarian.
Especially one that just raged.
Also, I'd like to point out Grognar has an 8 in intelligence, so this is really hard for him too.
Well, my rage is probably done by now, because I'm not keeping it up in any way. I'm not fighting or anything.
It's been 6 seconds, I imagine.
Unless he's been stabbing his leg with a pencil, it's pretty well over.
Yeah, it's definitely over. You know, I should probably bring up my character sheet. Might help.
Maybe. Just maybe.
So we're just kind of sitting here in silence for a little bit, processing the information.
Grognar takes a while to process things.
Okay.
Where did the skull thingy go?
I think we already covered that last time.
They doing?
They
Went
were
to
talking
cave?
about going to the caves.
Why does it need to go to caves?
It told me that it needed material.
For
So-
what?
It didn't say. It was either give it material or it squished me.
Let me get this straight. You You had a demon of, I would assume, power in need of a physical material, and you didn't let him buy from me?
Snurp, as a point of order, he did not tell you he would squish you, just to correct that. Since
Okay.
there's no truth.
Okay.
I'm after the potential money here.
Well, Sturp was scared he was gonna squish him.
That better?
Yes, sorry. I'm just wondering.
So I wasn't thinking about gold. I was just thinking about not dying.
Yeah,
Well, I suppose that's fair. I fully agree with that.
Okay, let me
What?
see if I got everything straight. So, we have the dwarf
You got it wrong.
investigating the scene, trying to find the girl. Found the girl through the boys that were mentioned earlier, the kids. I don't know who they were.
Grognar was told where last was seen. Found out
Okay.
Gamera did her in.
Okay.
Used
And where did Snurp come into this?
Snurp found me outside while I was looking for girl in last seen area.
Okay. When did Gamera join you?
When we yelled at him to come join us.
I was in the tavern.
I point at Xanar and I cast message.
I make message like this.
The rest of you don't hear
And
shit.
then I'm just like, whatever, Salamander.
Now, Salamander.
Okay. So, after that, you indeed did find the body, correct?
Yes. Grognar got reward. And he holds up
Yep.
the bag of money.
Was her head still attached when you found the body?
Grognar says yes. Grognar went to go get guards. When Grognar came back, there was no head.
Now, Grognar, actually, really quick to check here. Did you guys dig her up before you went out to look?
Yes, to make sure Gamera wasn't lying.
Yep, you are correct. Okay, sorry, just checking.
Well, hold on. Only 3 people can lie on. I don't think he was.
Grognar can, but Grognar has no reason to lie at this
I
point.
was just double checking.
Okay. Then, so you stepped away.
Mm-hmm.
So that would leave Gamera and Snurp with the body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I assume you went to go report to the guards.
Mm-hmm.
When he's looking at
Grognar.
Grognar, I'm gonna try and hide under the bed.
Check. What's your passive perception, Athlon?
It is 11. Wait, perception? Yeah, 11.
Can I say that Phelan is kind of watching him too? Because she's got to be watching this whole thing unfold, right?
Phelan's watching whoever's talking.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 for stealth.
Okay. Unless you go looking for him, you guys just sort of forget that Snurp was in the room.
I don't really give a shit.
We didn't. I'm guessing we didn't hear like a door open, so we just
Nope.
assume he's somewhere in there still.
When you guys just next look for Snurp, you just can't spot him.
Oh, then, the head was removed. Was it Gamera or Snurp that removed the head?
It was Snurp, and I tried to point to Snurp.
Wait, did you
And I
see that
clicked,
happen?
oh, wait, where's Snurp?
Okay.
Grognar like slowly inches to the door so no one can get out.
Okay. Right. So after all that nonsense happened... Okay, after the head was removed, I assume that's when we had the thing summoned, the Bone Man. Then, after that... That's... Hold on. Would my... I don't know if my character would know the chronology of events. I don't know if he would know if he bumped into Gamera and the
Before or
bagpipe
after.
incident before or after, right? I wouldn't know that, I assume.
No, you wouldn't really know, but you actually, since Gamera went back with you, you could assume.
Yeah, I mean, he could have gone out again the same night.
It kind of is the same night.
Okay, whatever. All
So
right.
you would know. You would know.
Gamera, when we had our little scuffle, was that before or after the whole Bone Man crap?
I think that was after.
And then in the morning, that's when you went to collect, correct?
Grognar nods.
So, if I understand correctly, on top of getting the goblin out of jail and collecting the money for the parents, from the parents that we essentially decapitated and killed prior, that's what we're sitting on right now. We have their money.
Grognar nods.
Make it sound really bad when you put it like that, but yeah.
I mean, and I am just like rubbing in between my eyes on the top of my nose because my barbarian brain now hurt.
We is such a strong term.
Okay. I think this is something we're going to have to really try and fix in some ways. Now, with the way our standing is, I'm not going to turn anyone in. Not myself. I won't do it, but we have to make amends here somehow. But right now, I think the important thing is, we gotta stop this bone shit.
Grognar nods.
Would I have known that Phelan cast Zone of Truth on us?
Yes, everyone's aware.
Okay.
Yep.
We just don't know who's who's affected
You
by the
don't
Zone
know
of
who succeeded or failed except for Phelan.
Truth. Is Alan in or out of the Zone of Truth?
You guys don't know. How big is the Zone of Truth?
It's fairly large, if I recall right.
Yeah, let me look up it quickly.
Well, I think it consumed all of us. We just had a roll and we got past it.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see how big of an area it is. It is a 60-foot,
Its diameter
15
10 meters.
15-foot radius sphere.
Yep. Yeah, so
It casts in the middle of the room. I'd say, thinking about it with your already extremely strained brain, Athlon, there's maybe like a half chance that Alan's affected by it.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna go next door and grab Alan, and I also want to see if I can get some information out of him while we're at it.
Okay, you go to the door and you knock, or
I'm just gonna burst in.
okay.
Oh, Jesus.
As you burst in the door, you just see the form of Alan with his ear up against the wall. And he just sort of stops, and he looks like his eyes just sort of slowly turn in your direction.
I just lean in real close. I thought you were sleeping it off.
Yeah, but
I grab him by the scruff of his coat or whatever the hell he's wearing and bring him into the room.
it's like a nightgown kind of deal.
I like the scream.
He's like kicking and he's like trying to scrabble away, and he's like grabbing the door frame as you walk away. I'm not even making you make a strength check. You just carry him into the other room. What is the meaning of this? I was sleeping. That's just how I sleep. It's really weird. It's for my back. I have a doctor's note.
Okay,
Wait,
so
is this
he's
the same-
obviously lying. I just tell him he was listening in.
No, I would never do anything like that.
Hey, Badly, is this the same gnome I was befriending?
Yeah,
Yes.
Alan.
But
Right.
when we last left him, Alan was throwing up in a bucket.
He was.
Grognar just gives him a disapproving like nod, just like the shame side to side shake.
Hey, I don't know why you're nodding your head at me, you bunch of murderers.
Why are we grabbing this guy? Are we murdering this guy? Is that what we're doing?
Time to kill him.
No.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion to say we should kill him in the spot where Snurp was sitting.
We're not going to kill him.
Okay.
We need to talk.
With him?
Yeah, I don't know what I can help with.
I'm confused. I start poking at his face.
Oh, ow. Okay, ow. Oh, very bad. Oh, God.
Valen just kind of slaps his hand away.
Thank you.
So,
I wave my hand and I pout. I wave my hand and I pout in the corner.
and then I'm going to do some recollection here, and I think I distinctly recall Alan playing some card games or something, correct?
Yes.
Any other things he's been doing that I actually do recollect, like purchases made or anything?
You're not 100% sure what his activities have been. It seems to be that he has been having miscellaneous conversations with what seem to be some mercantile-looking people from around town.
Okay.
Last few times you've seen him, he's been reading a good bit. Other
When
than
he
that-
was playing the games, was he using any money?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, no, badly. Different gnome. I was getting chummy with the stable guy, not Alan.
Stable guy was a gnome.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? Were they the same person?
Alton. Okay, you're talking about the stable dude. Okay.
Yeah, but
maybe I'm getting
John,
the
you
person
were getting
confused.
chummy with. Pally made it clear you're getting chummy with the guy we have to take back.
Oh, okay, then there was a misunderstanding there. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I assumed. You were getting close with Alan and whatnot.
Yeah, which is why you got the information about the local.
Okay, then we'll just leave it as is.
Okay.
Okay.
As far as you know, the stable hand, he kind of pitched into the conversations and stuff, but he was exceptionally socially awkward, and at a certain point he just kind of buggered off and left after maybe about like a couple drinks, and he seemed to be too much of a lightweight. It seemed he wasn't really like, he participated, but like you didn't really learn very much about him except for he's a tremendously boring individual.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, back to this. Yes, Alan was the guy that you had done most of the conversing with and stuff, though.
Okay.
Okay. So, I want you to recount exactly what you heard.
Me?
Oh, yes.
Let's see here. You're coming with us. We need to have a conversation, and that was it?
Insight check.
Go for it.
Not bad. Second here. Here's insight. 15.
Yeah, no, he's very much bullshitting you.
I just kind of flick his nose.
You what? His
I
nose?
flick his nose.
Ah! The fuck! You realize how big your fingers are? Jesus! Ow!
I really don't suggest pissing me off right now.
Right. What?
So we are killing this guy.
Make an intimidation check, Athlon.
Nat 20.
Okay. He kind of just stays like, yeah, I get it. I was just joking around. Yeah, I heard pretty much from the beginning to the end. Well, there's a little bit that was cut off from the sound of my last erp, but, yeah, no, I sobered up really fast after I started hearing about the murder and the demons and whatnot.
Well, then you know that some of us are going to be trying to at least make amends for what happened.
I don't care what you guys do, frankly. I know your type. You do what you want to do. I still am relying on you all for a trip back. It would be
Oh, yes,
very
we will
foolish
still
to
help
do.
you.
Yeah,
But,
it would be very foolish of me to turn you guys in. You know I won't do that, right?
Wait, what use does this guy have to us other than not telling the truth to
that's what, actually, I'm getting into that right now. So I have some questions for you at the moment. And, I seem to be one of the only people who's actually been investing in your endeavors, am I correct?
I mean, investing how?
I've been giving you gold on the side.
Oh, I mean, yes, you have been quite the patron. I'll be honest with you right now, I don't really need it. I turned that first bit of gold you had, it turned around to a reasonable amount. You can have some-
That's good to hear. Do it by gambling it.
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Actually, there's quite an easy way to corner the market in this town when you know the right people. But it's mostly investments.
I'm gonna cast message again in the same spot. Feed him to the kobold.
You mean,
Minor
minor
illusion.
minor illusion?
Yeah, minor illusion. Sorry, what did I say?
Message.
Question.
Minor illusion.
Yeah, Don?
Listening to this gnome stutter, stammer, and then say the word investments. I am a charlatan. I am very familiar with the shady side of the law. Can I basically call his investments the bullshit for what they are? He's definitely doing something illegal.
Make an insight check.
All right.
Can Grogmar make one too because he's also in that side?
Yeah, definitely, go for it.
Okay, then let me roll with advantage.
Oh,
Or do you
I
just
was
want to
gonna
roll
roll.
separately?
You
I'll
can do
roll
it separately or one with advantage.
All right, we can just do it separately.
Yep.
I rolled a 17.
And Grognar rolled a 16.
Damn.
For both of your guys' knowledge, when he's saying investments, but judging from him, though, from time you've had with him, especially John, from how much time you spent with him, too, he's probably not doing anything illegal so much as he's doing things that...
Skirt the area of the law.
Amoral.
No, it's just... Yeah, like... Obviously, if the merchants of the town knew what he was up to, they'd kind of frown at it, but there's nothing illegal that he's doing, probably. But, like, that's just the kind of guy he is, that he will not skirt the law. Like, he obeys the law, but he does some things that are probably a little bit more frowned upon, as far as business goes.
So why shouldn't we kill him?
What am I gonna do?
We're not killing any more people. Definitely not in this town.
Was his room the only one next to ours?
From what you guys can tell, there was another room on the opposite side of where you are, but the door has been closed. You guys have never checked it.
All right, Alan. I need you to no longer keep us in the shadow, because our secrets are kind of in the light for you. So,
What?
This investment I've been going into for you, what have I been paying for?
Oh, shit. Okay, fine. So one of the deals that I did was I went out to the local farmhands. I offered to buy their stock off of them for a lower price than probably was reasonable at the market time, since I noticed that in town they just got an influx of things, and this goes for maybe about like 5-10 minutes, and it starts to kind of hurt your head. The gist of it is that he gathers information, looks for like a weak point to go after, and then he makes quick trades. It's things that like
He's right on the cusp of doing insider trading.
exactly. Like the first thing that he ended up doing with the money that you had is that he learned about a surplus of a certain material, so he went out and he sold a shit ton to somebody outside of town because he was told them that there was a shortage. And then he went into town and he brought it back, and he's basically just doing like little deals here and there that aren't exactly illegal, but they're definitely a little bit morally questionable. It's nothing like verbose or illegal, it's just a little sleazy. And, by the way, most of it makes your head hurt because he's explaining the specifics of it.
Grognar's head probably hurts too, honestly.
And so then I told the other one that the tariff law in that town was 15% higher than it was.
Okay, stop.
And then,
Stop.
but it's really clever. Okay.
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 No, I'm not good with all this investment stuff.
Yeah, I
Yes.
kind of figured.
Well, more so the understanding part. I've been more than generous to you.
No, it's been very helpful getting a starting seed. But really, why am I involved in this? I'm not gonna rat you guys out. I'm fine.
Okay, so
Hello, Anna.
Welcome.
yeah, we're just wrapping things up from the end of last episode. So
And as if they abducted Alan into the room.
yeah, because I burst in on him, see if I could get some answers out of him while we were in the zone of truth. Turns out he was listening the whole time. All right. So, does that mean you are getting us, at the very least, good deals and good bargains on things, or just helping us with supplies in the long run?
I can help you with whatever. I just want a trip back home. That's literally it. I just want to be able to get back to Gourmand, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And what assurances can you give us won't turn anyone here in?
Good point.
Because I'm pretty sure a couple of these guys are really eyeing to kill you right now. And I'm going to try real hard to keep you alive. But you gotta give us some good reasons here.
I mean, I haven't done anything to disadvantage you all yet. You saved my life. I'm in your debt. As soon as you get me to Gourmand, I can always be a good contact for you. I don't know what you want me to say. And he's starting to kind of like look around the room a little bit.
I don't need you to convince me. I need you to convince them.
Say something better.
I'm gonna go up to Zagnar and whisper in his ear.
I'll break down the other door.
What? Why?
I want to know if there's people behind it.
I'm not gonna do that. At the very least, they don't know who's in this room. They just have been hearing stuff, I guess.
Well, I mean, they can easily check that with who checked into this room.
Yeah.
Just
I'm not gonna burst into another room. Someone else check.
Fine. Ragnar, go check.
Grognar gives a little salute, heads out the door.
Just
I follow him. I go with him. I hold his hand.
Buddy.
I hold his hand.
Grognar kind of like retches away from him holding the hand.
all right. Let them do this thing. I'm tired of talking at the moment. My barbarian brain hurt.
Somebody else talk.
Grognar knocks on the door. Next
Okay.
door.
Make a perception check.
That is a 14.
14.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not that hard to kind of tell, but as you knock a couple of times, all you can really hear from inside is basically just
Just
I don't know if
snoring.
you hear that, but it was basically snoring.
Okay.
Grognar think they sleeping, but Grognar don't know for sure. I turn to Gamera. Should Grognar knock again?
I punch through the door.
Oh no.
Make a strength check.
Oh, God.
Is that a dice?
Yeah.
20 dice?
Mm-hmm.
And then strength, I'm assuming. I mean,
It's a good
I rolled
assumption.
a 3, and it's a 5 total, so I probably just break my arm.
So basically, as you're knocking, all of a sudden Gamera just comes around the corner and just like smashes his fist against the door, but his wrist kind of rolls with it. It does make a louder thump noise, and from side you just kind of hear like a what? Hello?
Mission accomplished.
Hello?
Grognar just like starts walking back to the room.
And
Hello?
do you think any of us would have heard it in the room?
You guys would have heard a small thump, and you do hear muffled hellos coming from the wall.
Okay, and I'm just gonna say, okay. I think we're gonna stop the conversation here. But for the time being, Alan, do not wander away.
What? What? You want me to like stay in your room or what?
Don't leave town.
What? I haven't left town yet. Why would I?
I'm gonna start
I'm gonna say Grognar's probably back in the room at this point.
gonna massage Alan's back.
I was gonna say,
He is scooting away from you as fast as he can get. Like every time you go to grab him, he just kind of like goes down and out really fast.
Grognar just kind of goes over and puts his arm on Xanar. It'll be fine. I can find him later if he leaves.
What? God damn, guys.
I notice I'm alone, and then I start panicking, and then I scream, "Nothing, never mind. Don't say anything," and then I run away back into the room.
The door kind of opens as you're kind of walking away, as like this groggy-eyed, ugly-looking, middle-aged man kind of pokes us like, "I'm sorry, fucking what?"
Like I'm already gone. Like
Whoa!
Like,
Door kind of closes again. He's back in.
All
I was
right.
thinking like, okay, I'm not a problem, guys. I'll go do my shit in town. Just just let me know when we're leaving.
And before he leaves, I do stop him and give him 2 more gold pieces. Like,
He actually stops you at this point. He's like, I'm good. Honestly, I appreciate the seed money, but at this point, I don't want to feel like I owe you a lot. I do owe you a lot, obviously, but I'm okay.
I just kind of pull him forward, like put my hand on his back, pull him just a little bit forward, like I insist.
Okay. Takes the 2 gold, puts it in his hand. He kind of stares at it like he just got like a dead spider put in his hand. Thanks. You guys are. Can I speak candidly?
Tussle his
I
hair.
come in.
Grognar nods.
Like I come into the room right now.
You guys are all fucking psychopaths.
Grognar nods again.
I hope you're aware. Like,
Snarl.
Very
Somewhere
much
in the
aware.
room.
someone in your group, yeah, you guys, none of you are really. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think these
Kinda
people bring
closes
out the
his hand
worst
around
in me.
Huh?
I think these people bring out the worst in me. Go.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you are kind of a dick.
He backs out of the room and he goes back into his room.
All right, that was handled well. Now what?
So,
Grognar thinks we should go to cave.
yeah, I agree.
Do we know where Snurf is? Like, are we still
Make
unaware
a perception check.
Because I pointed at him earlier, but no one reacted that he was gone.
Yeah. make a
I was
perception
too
check.
busy with my interrogation.
I mean, if we look around, we just don't see Snurf, right?
Make a perception check.
8.
You can't spot him, and you still don't know where the fuck he went.
Well, shit.
All right, I pack up my gear and get ready to go.
Grognar just sits there. Snurp, come out.
No.
Wait, you're not gonna throw your
What
voice?
you guys do see this coming from under the bed.
Grognar tries to lift the bed.
You're a burly little shit. You can get up.
Snurp, come out.
I don't wanna.
Snurp,
Oh.
Snurp.
I skid around slowly.
Just put Snurp. Whose problem? Who did this?
Chimera?
Ah, you can't lie.
You can't lie. That's correct.
I mean, Gamera started it.
Yeah, but I think you're skirting the truth, especially considering Snurp is feeling a lot of guilt right now.
And somebody else in this room?
Grognar just narrows his eyes looking at him. Snurp, you feel better if you help us.
Don't know for sure.
Grognar can assure you you won't feel worse.
Unless I get dead, then yeah, I will feel worse.
We have Phelan for that.
I go to kneel in front of Snurp. I tell him, we're gonna start making amends right now. Okay? Try to fix some of what has already been done, alright?
What if something worse happened?
What happens if he raises an army? What happens if he kills innocents? Did that guy, honestly, to you, look like he had good intentions for this world?
He
Now
didn't
you're just
hurt.
being judgmental.
He didn't
Ragnar
hurt Snurp.
Shoots a glance at Gamera, too. You're one to talk.
I look away.
I think we should truly take some time to fix this. Come. Will you join us?
If my meat shield leaves, I can't stay here.
Good enough.
Grognar turns to the charlatan. Boss, I'm going. Will you help?
I know you are. I suppose I can tag along, but if this starts looking hairy, I am by no means staking my neck on this.
Grognar just nods.
And I just finish off by saying, "Good gecko." And I grab his goggles and do the same snap again.
You hate that.
And maybe you should stop doing things that other people hate.
Okay, so are you guys heading out? Actually, I forget. It is basically around noonish at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to head out, or what do you want to do?
I mean, do we even know where it went?
Okay.
He said
I was running and screaming.
Snurp need a few minutes by himself before we go.
I'm ready to go down to the bar. I will extend an offer to Gamera.
Sure.
Wait.
Grognar will
Good time
Snurp
to get
have a
drunk.
couple of minutes. Grognar need bathroom break anyway.
Did Snurp say he was going to be just...
Couple of minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes. I hang out with him.
No, leave me by myself, please.
I'm just gonna sit right next to him.
Nope, it's not gonna work. I need to be by myself.
Sorry, I love the image of I need alone time, and Xanar just plops down next to him.
He says, I need to be by myself. He just cuddles closer.
Yeah. It's a very cute visual with a Goliath and a fucking pole.
I'm not going to entertain his pleas of being by himself.
Ooh, that's
And I'm just
problematic.
gonna be silent.
I'm gonna start walking to the door.
And then, as he's leaving, I'm gonna pick up my stuff and follow him.
I don't want to do this, but he's not giving me a choice. I'm going to cast command on Xanar. I'm gonna tell Xanar, stay.
Okay, what's the save?
Wisdom
Of?
14.
Okay. And of course you pick like one of my worst ones. It's 10. I guess I'm staying put.
And then I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna duck into another room.
Okay.
Is it a room we rented out?
Since you picked a room at random, you actually run out and you just slam into a room, and Alan's just sort of sitting there on the bed with a book again, and kind of like, what the fuck? I'm fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm reading. Look at the book.
Can I have the room, please? By myself.
Kind of stares at you like, don't even want to know why. Not even gonna ask. Yep, I'm going downstairs. Gets up, wanders out, comes back in a second later. Just gonna take this. And he grabs his bag that he had there and he walks downstairs.
All right, I'm gonna lock the door behind him.
Don't do anything gross on the bed!
We won't.
What?
What the unspeakable horrors did Alan already do to the bed?
It's fine, just with a few puke stains on the wood floor near it. Alright, really quick though, let's go downstairs as the Dragonborn Gamera and the Charlatan have gone down to the bar.
gonna say Phelan went with him too, just with the bear cub.
Okay. Phelan gets down there. She talks to Hilda for a moment, and they kind of go off into the corner. Hilda just kind of look. Do you two need anything, or are you just sitting around?
I don't know. He's paying, so
I'm paying. Whatever you want.
everything. I'll just have one large beer, please.
That's just a couple copper if you just want a couple large beers. I'll get those in a minute, okay?
I tell you what, I'll just toss her 2 silver. Keep it coming.
Wow, okay. You better stay here for a while. And I might be able to retire, but that's great. She wanders off into the back. Phelan kind of sits in the back of the restaurant with the bear. The bear seems to be a little bit ornery right now. It hasn't really liked the tension of the conversations you guys have been having, so she's kind of trying to soothe it a bit. She's distracted. So, what were you two going to have a conversation about?
I'm actually going to private message him. We're speaking in Draconic, if any of you know.
Does anyone know Draconic? Well, the only person down there is Phelan right now, so you guys can have this conversation just fine.
Yeah,
All
she
right,
doesn't know Draconic.
If you guys, huh?
I was saying Phelan doesn't know Draconic.
No, she does not. So, going back upstairs, Snurp, what are you doing?
All right, now that I'm alone in this room, I'm gonna like sit in a corner. I'm gonna tap my skull 3 times.
Hey, guy, are you there?
Few seconds go by. Nothing.
I tap again.
Guy, I really need to talk to you.
A few seconds go by, and just hear. This had better be good.
Okay, so the guy who I did a favor for from last
Yes.
night, do you owe him any more favors, or is that it?
No, that contract is filled.
So, would you be big mads if these guys went and they tried to send him back?
You want to send him back?
Snurp doesn't. These guys do. These guys are crazy.
As a random band of chucklefuck adventurers such as yourself might be, let me check the contract. I'll get right back to you.
I wait.
Yeah. It's maybe about like 30 seconds later. They kind of like, disposable Snurp, you do as your heart desires. My
Okay.
contract with him ended the moment you sent that skull his way.
Okay. Thank you, I guess.
By the way, I have other debts in the brewing that I'll reach out to you later for.
But let's do that another time. Snurp's not ready for another one.
You assume I care. And then the voice is just gone.
All right, I'm gonna unlock the door. I'm gonna head back out, and if Xanar's still standing in the room, which you would have gotten,
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
ability to
ask
come back.
how long does that last?
Was that command?
That was command. So
That's only 6 seconds. So
Yeah.
you could have gotten free probably well early into this conversation if you wanted to. What would you want to have done?
I'm just going to let it happen. I'm not going to interfere.
Well, you don't know what's going on. For your point of view,
Well-
Snurp just ran out of the room. And you heard Alan bitching.
I would assume that's where he ran into if that's what happened, but I'm just actually going to leave it alone since he only ran into the next room. He didn't like run off or anything.
All right. Grognar, what have you been up to? And Womble, I guess, too.
Hmm.
You guys just go downstairs?
Yeah. I'm gonna go downstairs.
Okay.
Are there
okay.
any laps around me now?
Any what?
Any laps? Anybody like sitting down?
Any laps? I mean, there's a handful of patrons just in having lunch or
I'm
something.
just gonna go sit on someone's lap, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a woman that's just sort of sitting there currently. She seems to be trying to transcribe something in a little parchment. is kind of looking over something else and then going back to it. You just kind of walk over and plop yourself on her lap.
Yeah.
Okay. She just kind of sits there like, oh, 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 oh! What are you doing?
I'm just having a rest.
Oh,
Look at me.
Hilda! Hilda, there's a goblin sitting on my lap in your tavern!
Shut up, I have money.
What? Hilda kind of comes over like, are you bugging these people?
No,
Why are you sitting on her lap?
this is my seat now.
No, dearie, she's been sitting there this whole morning. Find your own chair. This place is half empty. Why you always need to be trying to cause trouble, I do not understand. But if you want a seat and if you want a drink, it's always open to you. Just get off her damn lap.
Hey, you didn't even ask her opinion about this. She wants me here.
Esmeralda, what do you think about the little creepy goblin on your lap? I'm not a fan!
Fine, I'll take myself somewhere else. You give people all you can give, and you get nothing in return.
What have you given this woman particularly that would make it seem warranted to sit on her lap?
My friendship.
Really? Because all I can see so far is that you just randomly picked her out in the room and squatted your ass on her lap. That's some friendship to you, is it?
Yes. Look what
Squeaky, I know goblins aren't that stupid.
Yes, we are.
He sounded offended by that statement.
She just kind of sighs. Can I get you anything, or are you just here to cause some shit?
I'm gonna have a salad. I want a salad.
I didn't think the goblins did salads, but okay, I'll get you a
Trying
salad.
something new.
You're gonna hate it.
I'm cinnamon my waistline.
Okay, alright. Wanders off, gets your salad. It's like a copper for a salad. Well, actually, it would probably be about 5 copper for a salad, considering it's fresh vegetables and shit.
Okay, minus 5 copper.
It's really unpleasant for you. Like, goblins don't eat a lot of fresh greens. It's pretty grotesque that people would eat something so fresh and lively and green.
Yeah, he's more of a canned green kind of dude.
What?
A canned green type of dude. I couldn't word for a moment there. Doesn't help that I have some pita bread in my mouth.
How could you eat bread at a time like this, Athlon?
Who eats green things? I'm green things.
It's a popular dish, but goblins don't eat fresh food, so...
Don't worry, I can shove it down. I'm good at such things.
Okay. Grognar, what have you been doing?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Grognar went to the bathroom, but I also have to apologize. My parents called, so I missed after Snurp finally got in touch with the Eldritch person. I have no idea what happened until Womble sat on the lady's lap. So,
Okay,
I'm keeping notes.
As you get down to the grouping, that's basically what you catch up to, is that Womble sat on some lady's lap and got told off, and now he's disgustingly eating a salad.
With his hands.
With his hands.
Grognar's just gonna sit next to the charlatan, I guess.
Okay.
He doesn't know what the conversation's happening. He's just sitting there because he can.
Yeah, you don't understand a damn word of it, but it seems pretty involved.
He's also gonna keep an eye out to see if Snurp tries to sneak out.
Okay.
Like, obviously down the stairs, but you know.
Yeah, it's maybe about like 5 minutes later that Snurp and Xanar do end up coming down.
That's all he's really doing is keeping an eye out to make sure no one just bolts.
Okay. I'll say make a perception check, Grognar.
Only a 10.
Only a 10? Okay. Oh shit, 1 second, I'm getting a phone call. If it's... It is not important, probably garbage. Okay. Not really sure, but yeah, you don't really notice too much. You do see in one spot in the corner of the tavern, you do see all of a sudden there's a bit of movement as you notice that large gold-robed figure and his two guards are actually sitting in the corner of the tavern. Doesn't really seem to be taking any concern into you guys, but you do see them kind of sit there, and all of a sudden there's a bit of an activity where the two guards get up. He kind of gets up, he looks around, there's some word exchange, and they walk out really quick.
Grognar doesn't do anything about it. He just kind of makes a mental note of it. But he'd like to order lunch if that's possible.
Yeah, that's fine. For a couple copper, you can get like a decent low-grade lunch if you wanted to.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Yeah, it's filling. It's nothing too complicated. It's just like some simple soup and some bread.
I'm gonna laugh at him for having a worse lunch than me.
Grognar just looks at him. Grognar will eat yours too if you don't want it.
No, it's so yummy and tasty. You
Grognar.
pathetic soup.
Grognar kind of gets a visible look of sadness as he stares at his soup. But then takes a bite of it.
And have Snurp and I been upstairs this whole time still, or
No, you guys would have just gotten back down.
I wasn't gonna run. I was gonna come look for you and say, "Well, okay, go downstairs."
I'm just gonna whisper to him, "Don't lock me in place again."
Next time I say please, you listen. I said please.
No, it's hard to agree with you after you told us what you told us. So you gotta earn that back.
Go.
And I just continue downstairs.
Okay. As you guys get down towards the bottom, I have both of you guys make perception checks.
Both of us?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm getting some reasonably decent rolls tonight. 16.
5.
Okay. So if you haven't a fucking clue, you just notice that the goblin is currently ridiculing the dwarf over something about food and soup and salads. Xanar, you do kind of hear off in the distance outside, you do hear what seems to be a shrill shriek of a woman, it sounds like. It's quite far away. It's a little bit hard to pick up over the din, but you just kind of catch it out of nowhere.
I do hear that.
Yeah, you do hear that.
I'm gonna run outside.
Okay.
And I assume Grognar was watching and making sure no one darted. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
not my character, just me.
Grognar saw you running out, yes. But as you get outside and you poke your head out...
I'm following him.
Grognar, like, jumps down to run after him, too, to make sure they just don't bolt.
Okay, first of all, I need to send these so that you guys can get copy-pasted. As you kind of poke your head out, let me get you guys in here.
I just noticed Azure's hi there, handsome, next to the pythons.
As you kind of poke your head out, you hear quite off the distance. Actually, the rest of you guys are inside, so...
I really like this map.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
You have to donate to the
Wait,
Patreon.
hold on.
to get this?
Snurp and Grognar would probably be right behind me.
Yeah, so they're like still inside, but you poke your head out. You hear a shrill screaming coming from off in this kind of direction here.
I didn't see where you were
can't
pinging.
tell what it is, but
Yeah.
a couple of people kind of stop and look in that direction.
Where was the ping? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I wasn't zoomed out enough.
Way off to the south.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
You guys not really sure what it was, but it happened a bit ago, and some of the people in the town are kind of like looking and talking amongst themselves, a little confused. They're not really sure what's going on.
All right. I'm gonna start running my way down there.
Okay.
Same, to get away from my salad.
Snurp, follow.
As you guys probably get about to, so it's you, and you. Did any of the rest of you kind of follow after as you ran out of the room?
I'm guessing
Grognar kind
Phelan-
of shouts.
Phelan
Grognar kind
probably
of shouts at the others in the bar, saying, "We on the run!"
Did you two conclude your conversation, or are you going to cut it off here when you hear that? Or are you going to keep talking?
We were discussing.
Sorry, we were kind of in depth in that one.
No, it's totally fine. I would say this basically happens during your guys' conversation here.
Okay.
Should we stay or just ignore it and discuss our business?
I feel like the business comes before this one.
All right. I'll agree.
Where did...
I just kind of chug my beer as all of this is going on.
Is the spider's picture about to appear?
Oh no! Dun, dun, dun,
Why are
dun.
we obsessed with those spiders?
Because it was terrifying the first time he pinged it. And then Snurp has PTSD from the giant spiders, so you know.
No, it cleared out some of my things for some reason. I don't know why, but it makes me sad.
It's like, hey, good job on defeating that one spider, guys. Now here's 17 more. Oh god.
So as you get to about there, off in the distance, you can spot coming over some of the roofs. You kind of see a flurry of movement, kind of like a bit of a white and round tint. And it's just a couple of them, and then all of a sudden they sort of flop onto a roof nearby. Oh, that's too many. That's where you were, you little fuckers.
What the fuck are those?
As you kind of look and you get a closer look at what the hell's going on, at the top of this roof, there are these four little, probably about like 4 or 3 feet tall, long-winged, kind of spined-looking gray little. They almost look like thin gargoyle-type things with just spines poking out from everywhere with a long tail, kind of holding a spear. And they kind of, as they kind of look around with these thin, red-slitted eyes, they look over this crowd. Everyone just kind of sitting there quiet. A couple people, one woman just starts screaming. And they just kind of look down amongst the crowd. Does anyone here speak Infernal?
Nope.
Nope.
I got Abyssal.
Infernal? No.
Okay. You guys just hear some... And then they just sort of jump down into this crowd. And the first thing that they do is they land on this lady's back, and they just start tearing into her. The crowd is screaming at this point, and some people are starting to scatter. I'm going to have you guys roll initiative.
One thing real quick. It's kind of hard to see those guys against the pavement.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a little red blopper.
Okay, initiative. Bam.
That should help.
I'm going first, I bet.
Come on, I'm never gonna get a good initiative roll until I get my freaking class skill.
Hey, they were invisible until now, weren't they?
So what I'm going to do here is
I
I'm
was
going
gonna say I didn't notice the other 3. I saw the one.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, where's the one? Oh, there.
I saw the one on top of the thing, but I didn't see
So-
the other 3.
We're going to try something a little bit new here today. If you would please open up, there's a thing on the left with a clock for turn order.
I do have that.
I'm going to try using that this time around, so we'll see how that goes.
Are we just putting our initiative on that, our initiative roll?
Yes, if you could please.
Okay, I'll wait for my thing to pop up.
Do you want me to roll for Phelan's initiative too, Zach?
If you could please, yes, we're basically going to be playing as her.
Wait, how would I input my initiative into this?
You should be able to type it in next to your name.
It won't let me type Phelan's in though, unfortunately.
Oh, will it let you type in your own?
Yes, I have it in there.
Do you?
Yeah, I typed it.
Oh.
The second I clicked on it again, it left.
Pretty high initiative.
There we go.
It takes a little bit to
I'm pretty
update.
good at
Okay.
this game.
Ryan, if you leave that in there, you get 0.
Is my picture in there yet?
Yeah, I'm only seeing like half of us on here.
Well, that's because John and Ryan, I thought, weren't a part of this.
We are not.
I mean, they could still have an initiative.
They hear what's going on enough that they can engage if they want to, and I'm assuming they might.
Yeah, there's one missing. Well, no, there's a couple of missing because all I see is Grognar, Phelan, Lizard Man, and Gamera.
It takes a second to update, I guess.
If John sets out, I'm pretty sure it's like 75 to 60% of the encounters he sat out of.
Yeah.
He's just resting for the big encounter at the end, the final boss.
Yeah, the BBEG encounter.
Hmm.
He might be resting there too.
And then the day comes where, all right, everybody levels up except for the charlatan.
Okay, I have to ask here then. What did John? What did you get?
Let me roll.
Okay.
Am I rolling for initiative?
Yes.
20.
Plus anything, or is it natural 20?
I rolled a nat 20.
God damn
I don't
you.
think he gets a plus anything on initiative because of no dexterity.
Oh, okay. Wait, you don't have a dexterity modifier?
Unfortunately, no. I have 10 dex.
Oh, okay. Ryan,
He's a strong.
Not a very good monk.
Ryan, what'd you get?
I was typing. I was not rolling anything.
Roll initiative, please.
15.
He was up.
I still don't. Oh, you're inputting me.
I'm doing it just because it doesn't seem to be updating. What'd you get, Azure?
19 total.
Why are we rolling initiative?
There was.
Because I know you said you wanted us to be engaged, but we were.
Well, you guys are going to have turns in this. I'm just having you roll now because if you're going to join, I mean, if you guys aren't going to do anything during all of this, I mean, I could take you out, but.
Okay.
Athlon, what'd you get?
I got 11.
I'm gonna refresh my page.
Snurf, what'd you get?
6.
Oh.
What'd you get for Phelan?
17.
17, okay. Who has a better dex mod between Gamera and Ragnar?
Ragnar's only got a +1.
What do you got, Ryan?
For what?
For dexterity modifier?
Dexterity, I got a +3.
Okay. All right, we're going to go with this order. So, starting this out, from inside the bar, you do hear, Charlatan, you do hear some screaming from outside, and all of your companions just went sprinting out. There's definitely some commotion going on. You're not sure what, though.
I'm going to walk to the window and take a peek.
Okay, actually, you guys are sitting basically close enough to the window that you turn around, make a perception check.
All right.
And am I on?
13.
13. It's enough to tell that there are people kind of milling about and running around, and you can see that your companions had run outside, weapons drawn.
Okay.
Am I on this initiative that's turn order? Because I didn't see my stuff.
You are.
I refreshed the page and I didn't get it. Okay, that's fine.
You're in there. I don't know why it doesn't show you.
Yeah, I
Oh.
only see 4 of us.
Oh, it doesn't seem to pull you guys in correctly all the way.
Yeah.
Let me try this again here. So Womble had 19.
Oh, I think I'm there now. I am.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I pulled. It's because they're from a different character sheet. So Womble's in, Phelan's in, Grognar, you're in.
Herp and I are not in.
I need to get Xanar. You got 11.
And Snurp was 6.
Yeah, I thought I finally rolled well as a Grognar. Turns out everyone rolled well.
Also, screw you, John. I almost was number 1.
So John, what did you
I
want?
didn't mean to roll a nat 20 there.
It doesn't matter what you meant. What matters is the actions you took, and you took good actions.
So John, what would you like to do?
So it looks like they're running outside drawing their weapons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wait to see a little bit how this plays out. I mean, I will... Obviously, I'll mentally ready myself for battle, but...
Okay. Also, if you are wondering where Alan is, you have no idea at the moment.
He's probably the one who did all this.
Okay, so let's turn. Womble, you're up.
Cool. Effectively number one. I'm gonna go. Oh boy. I have a walking speed of 30 feet. I'm not very fast. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
What?
And I'm gonna measure.
You could have moved a lot farther than that, Womble.
I coulda.
Yeah, if you wanted to. Since you were here, you could have moved, like... So the diagonal rules are every other one costs 10. So you could have gone, like, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25... wow, that one is there, but 30.
Wow! I could be on the fruit. I'm sitting on the produce now.
I mean, I could picture Womble just sprinting across a bunch of baskets of fruit.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to dispose of that fruit. It's no longer good.
So you also count diagonal spell attacks as the same sort of move.
Now, Roll20 doesn't do range the way I like to do range, but I typically go with the circle radius. So, like, just do it out to the side and kind of hand measure it to see if you can hit. So what's your range on that?
My range on Ray of Sickness is 60 feet.
That is just out of range of those guys.
God damn it.
You could
Is your movement speed 30, or is it more than that?
Nope, it's just 30.
You could hold it as an action, and if something comes in range, you could attack it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. So wait, does that let me use a second action next turn if I hold it as an action?
No, that would basically be your turn, though.
Yeah, that essentially becomes your reaction, and I think that still uses a spell slot whether you use it or not.
It does.
Who cares about spell slots, though? Okay, I'll just hold it then.
Okay. Then Phelan, it's your turn.
Alright. Well, Phelan hears somebody in pain and watching them get attacked, so she's going to try and get into range.
Yeah, she shoves the bear cub into Hilda's hand. She's like, oh, yeah, no, go get him, dear.
35 movement, so I want to move her. I can't physically move her badly, so I need your help. I'm just going to try and have her move towards the enemies as quickly as possible.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We can probably... Oh, 35?
Yep.
Until you get to there.
I'm going to use dash to get her closer, so
Okay.
double her movement speed.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. How about there?
Yep, that works.
Okay.
Why do we have this random lady as in the initiative?
That's the civilians in general.
Oh.
I grouped them together. All right. Any bonus action there, Phelan?
I'm looking. I don't think she has any bonus actions.
Okay. Probably not going to do anything at this point.
Yeah, she doesn't have bonus actions unless she wants to use spiritual weapon, which I don't think I do.
No, I think you need to cast it as a normal spell first.
Yeah.
All right. Gamera, you are up. You see... You've heard all this noise, and you do see the same thing as what the charlatan saw out the window.
Alright. I choose to ignore it. And I go to the bar to take a drink.
All right, you take a shot, and that's your turn. Moving on. Grognar, what you doing?
Wait, no, then after I take the drink, I was going to go upstairs to my room.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you are... I can say you could get to like halfway upstairs, and at that point, sure.
Alright, I gotta make sure I got the right thing equipped. I do. Good. So... Ragnar's gonna use movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action, cunning action, to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna get right up there. And then I'm gonna use my crossbow. Oh, I'm trying... How do I use... Is it alt? No. I'm trying to get the distance measuring thing to show up.
I thought you were going to ask, how do I use a crossbow?
No, I've used the crossbow.
They are within 60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna try and attack the one that jumped on the woman, or did they all jump on her?
There are two of them currently, like coming at her. Basically, she's fallen on her back, and they're coming at her with spears raised.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at one of them with my crossbow, and because I went down the assassin tree, what is it? I want to see what it is.
I think you get advantage on the attack because they haven't gone yet.
Yep, I get an advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet.
Yep. So go ahead and make attack with advantage, and you'll get sneak attack on this automatically because you did advantage.
Alright. Alright, good thing I had advantage. That's a 21 to hit.
A 21 to hit. Okay, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay.
Padley, are these creatures bigger than me?
They are probably like maybe about 4 inches taller, but their wings kind of take up more bulk.
Okay, that's fine. Now I can do an extra 3 damage because they're bigger than me.
Is it? Wait, hold on.
So,
What's your?
I do actually have a question, Padley.
Yeah.
It also says that I any hit I score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. Is this surprised that I'm shooting them with the crossbow?
They're not surprised.
Okay. It's like getting the drop on them without them
Yeah,
knowing
if there's
we're
a
there.
surprise round, then yeah, but
Okay. So then that's 12 total damage.
12 total. Very nice. Okay. As this one's kind of lining up for dropping down a spear into this lady, just crossbow braced across your arm, and just send one flying through the crowd, and it strikes this one straight in the chest, and it kind of stumbles back a little bit, surprised, looks up. That is your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Xanar's turn.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out where I want to moving to. I don't think I want to get in front of all the ranged guys, so I'm going to take a different route. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think I can get there for my first movement. And then, I guess I'm just going to run straight down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's going to be my action. So that's my movement and action. I'm not going to rage yet.
Okay. At this point, there's a couple of guards kind of see this, and they sort of stir up from there. Basically, they kind of wander around town. They're going to start sprinting down towards the action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They bring up their spears and just start charging into the action. Kind of sharking orders and trying to yell at people like, get back, go to your homes, and that kind of shit. They do not look prepared for this.
I do not even see where they are.
Oh,
okay, I see him now.
Yeah, just for simplicity's sake. Because I don't know why the minis on those are so fucking tiny. As far as the civilians go, they're going to basically just start screaming and panicking and trying to run away. 5, 10. Gonna kind of wolf ball this. There's a bit of a panic now as they're starting to kind of run past. I'm going to say Womble, make a dexterity saving throw for me, would you please?
Will do. I got lots of dexterity. I win.
Damn! Reformed Gobbo.
Yeah, man, I'm
Just
reformed
noticing
goblin. That's what a nightingale does to a man.
What'd you get?
Natural 20.
All right. There's a couple people that try to almost run through you and knock you over, but you just kind of duck past them into the stand as they're just running basically in sheer panic, trying to get away from whatever these things are.
Can I curse at them for doing such foul maneuvers?
Yeah, you can yell at them as they're going by. They don't really seem to take heed in you. They kind of think that you're like another monster at this point.
I thought they think he was cabbage.
We're going to try to get away, but that's going to provoke 2 attack of opportunities.
Nice one, Affluent.
Actually, I'm not going to roll for that because she's fucking weak. This one tries to start scrambling away, but then the 2 immediately just fall upon her, and they just start stabbing her into the ground with their spears.
Jesus.
And that's going to be their civilians' turn.
Did they win?
It's now their turn. This one grabs that civilian that just got stabbed and just sort of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. and just sort of takes off with like her like latched in his arms.
Yeah, she's super dead.
This one is going to move forward. Actually, he's going to fly up onto this roof. These two are going to fly up onto these roofs, and they're going to unload onto these guards down below. Let's see here. Hits and a miss. Miss. And a miss. So only one hit on that guy.
And they suck if it's not a civilian.
That's going to be 4 plus... And that's a miss and a hit.
Are they gonna throw their little spears at us?
And as you see these guards kind of running forward, they raise their shields up, but these things up on the roofs, they kind of whip their tails around behind them and kind of a weird, like they kind of wag it back and forth. And then just one big long one, they whip it around, and these spikes come flying off of it, and they impact all around these guards. A couple of them sticking into them. One of them goes straight through the shield hand of one and into his gut, as it just starts to ignite on fire as it impacted him, and he starts screaming out in agony. They're still standing, but they did get hit pretty hard by this. That is going, and this one here actually just took the body up onto the roof and dumped it. And then it's going to turn around. That's going to be their turn. Snurp, you're up.
Alright, are these... trying to ping, I got the wrong. Are these, tents?
They're basically like market stands, so
Okay.
you cannot pass through them, except for if you want to do difficult terrain, because it's kind of hard to maneuver through them.
Do I have line of sight through them?
Not great, but you can see these guys here, because they're up on a roof from the angle that you have.
Okay. And this over here, is this like a raised,
It's like a
porch?
porch or a patio. Yeah, it's about like 3 or 4 feet tall.
Okay, so would I hypothetically, obviously depending on where they go, would I have better sight if I was up on the patio versus on the ground?
Especially if they're on the roofs, yes.
Okay, I'm going to move towards that, so... Yeah. I can't move Snurp now.
Oh.
I want to try to get to the corner over here on the patio.
Let me figure out why that would be. Controlled by Snurp the Disposable. You should have it.
It's not letting me. It's weird.
Okay, I'll move it. Where do you want to go?
Trying to get... Oh, that's weird. My mouse is, I'm going to refresh the page after this, but I'm going to try to get as close to the corner as I can with a dash action.
Yeah, you can get there.
Okay.
What's your movement speed, actually?
30.
Oh, yeah, no, you get there.
Alright, so I'll dash action there. I'm going to bonus action Hex.
One of these two? What's the
Yeah.
range on Hex?
90. I measured it out. It should be close to like
Yeah.
70-ish.
Yeah, they are on a roof, but yeah, you still got it.
Okay. I'll hex the one closest, and then that'll be my turn.
Okie dokie. We are now on to Charlatan. You at this point have seen these things flock up onto roofs, and you saw one figure being taken away by one of them.
Well, that's the outside world. Today, my friends, we are on the inside. We are drinking. I'm going to reach into my pouch, withdraw 50 gold,
What?
start talking to people saying, join me in a drinking song. Every single thing you have tonight is on me.
Holy shit, John, do you understand how 50 gold is?
Make a persuasion check.
Who needs to persuade people on something like that?
This is
I
awesome.
rolled a 19.
At first, they're all kind of sitting there scared, like looking at each other and like looking out the windows as they all talk. But as you kind of just jump up on a table and you just make this loud proclamation, they all just kind of stop. They kind of stare at you. The bear in the back of the room is just kind of like the only noise going, and it's quiet. And then you just hear like, yeah! And these few people, it's kind of a dead crowd, but it's just like a bunch of fucking bumfuck farmers and stuff. Hilda's kind of sitting there holding the bear, bewildered.
I'm literally tossing gold to them.
Into the crowd. Okay, remove 50 gold from your inventory.
I am.
They all start flocking around. Like they all start flocking around you.
What is his angle?
We can leave them in a drinking song.
Okay. You get them rounded around. I'll say for the round, that was basically what happened. Is you just made a proclamation. You start throwing out the gold. Hilda is just looking like she's got the biggest clusterfuck what in the hell look on her face, but not like angry, like what's he doing kind of face. That's your turn. Interesting play. We'll see how that goes. Womble, you're up.
Okay, so I forget. Did he hit with his crossbow and do damage and stuff?
I did.
Ooh, handsome. So it was on
What?
this one, right? It was on this one, right?
Nope, it was on the one that grabbed the corpse and ran away.
Ew, he's hungry.
He actually just dumped the corpse up on the roof.
Oh.
Oh, actually, we forgot. Did they get in range of his ray of whatever?
No, they did not because they are 40 feet up.
Okay. Never mind then.
What's up with this thing on him? What is
He is
that?
hexed.
What does Hex do? Hex gives him bonus HP when I heard it, right?
Nope.
It only matters.
It exclusively helps Snurp.
Okay. Well, looks like I'm moving over to here. Over to here. I am still produce. Wait, is that actually within range? I was here, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can make that.
5, 30.
And I would say with them being 40 feet up, gotta give you a lot of hypotenuses in this bullshit.
Gonna be back here.
Are you really doing math?
Yeah.
Mathematical!
They're probably about 50 feet away from you, or I'm gonna say 60 feet away since they're 40 feet up.
Okay, so if I'm right here, where I am now, you think I can hit this guy?
What's your range?
60.
Yeah, you can hit him. As you're kind of like looking over one of the tents, you can just see him over it as you're kind of tiptoeing around it.
Okay. No, wait, I'll just cast a longer range spell. Silly me. Ooh,
I like to laugh.
Okay. I'm gonna use Magic Missile.
Ooh.
Okay.
Auto hit too. Nice.
And that just hits, so...
Level 2 Magic Missile.
Watch ya.
Aw, damn.
And I send 2 Magic Missiles to him, and 2 Magic Missiles to him.
Level 2 fires 4 projectiles?
Yes, because it increases projectiles fired by 1. And they have to do...
So the base is 3, then level 2 means 4.
Yep, they take 1d4 of damage plus 1 force damage. So that in total, let me roll all my damages. This is the first guy on the left. This is the other guy on the right. They both take 6 damage.
Okay.
Wow, I rolled exactly the same 2 times in a row. What are the odds?
Okay, as Womble's kind of sitting there on top of the fruit, and he kind of like takes out a couple of centipedes and then just crushes them and thrusts his fists forward. These white beams of light kind of wisp out from the centipedes and go flying through the air, and they just strike these 2 creatures up on the roof. They kind of recoil away from the blast, turn, look down at you, just...
I hiss back.
All right. That's your full turn?
Yep.
Phelan is up.
Okay, I just have one question, Pally. I'm trying to read up on it right now.
Uh-huh.
Phelan's got certain number of spells prepared, but I see that she's already used 1 level 2. Is there any... does she get the 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s for the day, or is there some sort of limit on that? Because the guidebook I had just shows, I guess, a spell slots per level. So yeah, she can cast that many per day. Cool. All right. I'm gonna then cast Guiding Bolts on
By the
the
way,
one with Hexed.
okay. But by the way, as a side thing, for every spell that you're casting, just make sure you make a note to tell Rhea so that she updates her character sheet.
Yep, I will definitely do that.
Okay.
And I do have the recording, so she can also refer back to the recording if she wanted to.
Yep.
All right. What are you using for an attack?
To make a ranged spell attack. So I gotta roll a d20. I don't know. Plus 5. Okay.
What you casting, by the way?
Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. Okay, thank you.
I thought I said that. My bad.
I missed it probably.
23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay, on the hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Jesus.
This is a nice spell. I like this.
I gotta say, my rolls were very middle of the road.
So they'll take 13 damage, and
The next attack that hits them has advantage.
yep, that is correct.
All right. Basically, Phelan just runs up behind this tent, and after those 2 wisps hit him, the one giant bolt of divine white light comes exploding from her hand, and just impacts the same guy again. He's reeling back. He almost falls onto the roof. He's really fucked up. That is Phelan's turn. What are you doing, Gamera?
I am upstairs.
Yep,
and
you go.
Alright, I'm going to the gnome's room to see if he's in there.
Okay. You go to knock on the door, and Alan isn't in there.
Oh, shit. I start looking around for him upstairs.
Make an investigation check.
I rolled an 8.
An 8. Checking
Yes.
around in the brief time that you're kind of like running through and you're ramshackling through some of the rooms, like opening doors, closing them, opening doors, looking in. No sign of the little fucker.
God, well, fuck. Is there anywhere else to look upstairs? Or have I pretty much looked everywhere?
I'll say in the 6 seconds time period, you've checked pretty much most of the rooms you think he might have been in.
So there are rooms that are available still I haven't looked in, so I checked those.
Okay. I'll say for your turn then, you get through checking all those rooms and you do not find him anywhere upstairs.
Pulled a
Okay.
womble and jumped out the window.
All right, so that's going to be as much
Damn it.
as you can sneak into your turn. We're going to go on to Grognar.
Okay, Grognar is going to shoot at this one with the crossbow.
This is just fucking pounding that guy to death. You get advantage on the attack.
Yep. That is a 12.
A 12 to hit. As you line up this crossbow shot and you aim up there, it streaks through the air, but then this thing kind of just turns and whips its tail around and smacks the crossbow bolt out of the sky and just kind of turns and hisses towards you.
Grognar just kind of stares him down, upset that his crossbow didn't hit.
Anything else, Grognar?
Not at the moment. That's all Grognar's got.
All right, Xanar, you're up.
Am up. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think you can get about there. And then, how tall's the building?
They're about 40 feet up.
So I probably can't throw a javelin at him.
Could with a disadvantage, I think, but that'd be better.
It's probably gonna go over the roof and I'll lose it. But I think the safety of the town's more important at this point.
What?
It's blasphemous in Womble's ears.
Well, these are the people who put me in jail.
After you
Is
committed
there
a
a way
crime.
for me to scale the side?
You could start climbing the side of the building, yes, though it would be slightly difficult considering the building. You could manage it, though, with a good acrobatics check.
Well,
Or athletics, I should say.
athletics, I think it would be, because I think that's for, like, scaling. Acrobatics is like doing flips and shit.
I know. That's why I said athletics instead.
Alright, so I think I'm gonna try scaling the wall, and I'm also going to rage while I do this, so I kind of get,
Yep, make an athletics check with
okay,
a
so I'm just counting, I moved 10 feet, so I can probably move another 10 feet up the wall, I think.
Yeah, if you succeed this athletics check.
Okay, and I get an advantage. Because I'm raging. Motherfucker. But, let's see, 14.
14? Okay, it's not a huge problem. I'd say you probably get up to, like, about 10 feet up, 10, 15 feet up, as you kind of start to jump from basically this wagon that's out in front of it, and you leap up and you kind of get your hand onto a second-story window of this small tower-like structure. You're getting up there, but that's basically your turn unless you have you bonus action to rage.
Yes, I did, so that's my turn.
Yep. At this point, these guys, seeing that they're up on the roof, kind of have a mild panic attack. They back up to form up on some of the civilians. They don't really have much that they can do. Actually, this one's probably just going to bolt for...
Wait, he's just running away?
He did at one point, he's like, I'm going to get the captain! And then started running down the street.
What, can the captain fly?
Insight check. Is he actually going to go get the captain?
Make an insight check.
5!
You have no fucking idea. At this point, too, the civvies are going to start going, and they're going to scatter. Several of them break into song and dance from inside the tavern. One person kind of runs inside, like, what are you guys doing? There's an attack outside. Holy shit, that's gold. Ah!
Holy shit, that's gold.
It seems like many people are running. The civilians are mostly cleared out at this point.
These
These
fuckers clearly ran the wrong way.
Huh?
These guys clearly ran the wrong way because there's gold the other way.
Yes, they did not. Now it is going to be their turn.
Now, I am on the side of the building. I don't think the guys, like, right above me are going to be able to shoot that shit at me too well, because I probably have some sort of cover.
This one here is going to start running.
What?
And it just takes off. It looks around. It sees it sees how much is being focused in. It just kind of.
Ooh, by the way, I think that messed up your initiative order.
Oh, it did because I hit the buttons a bunch. Thanks for pushing that. Oh, because the thing left. God damn it! That was the one with my initiative too. All right. I think it was right before Snurp, so I think it was like 7.
Yeah.
All right.
6, but a bad 6.
This one here flies down and is actually going to fly into your face as you're holding onto this window, and he's going to start attacking you, Athlon. The first one is a 17. What's your AC?
Oh, it is a 14. He does not get advantage though, because I did not do any reckless attacks.
No. Second one is a 13. That does not hit. So first he goes in and he stabs with his spear. That's going to be 4 points of piercing damage, reduced down to 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to, after he had stabbed it, he's going to back up. And as you try to take a swing at him from the roof, he's just a little bit too slippery. He does not allow you to get a chance to hit as a reaction.
Okay.
This one
I
here is
I gotta figure, I'm on the freaking wall. I don't think I'm gonna be able to freaking opportunity attack that guy anyways.
I figured you could have tried with your maul as you were holding your hand out, but something about the way that these guys are fucking shifty, they don't really give you the opportunity either way. This
Okay.
one's going to hobble over, and he is going to.
I was just thinking in terms of like, hey, I didn't want that to be my reaction, but I don't think I have any other reactions I can do.
I know. I literally was just telling you that you just wouldn't be able to do a reaction attack.
Okay.
This one here is going to take a couple shots at Womble.
No.
That's an 18 to hit and a 17 to hit. What's your AC, Womble?
9 and 12.
Okie dokie. That's going to be. Oh, brain! Come on, big brain time. So that's 3 piercing and. Oh, sorry. I can just add this up. So,
Oh no!
12, 6,
Say, Womble's already hurt from Grognar.
9 piercing damage
Okay, 9 piercing.
plus 5 fire damage as this small torrent of these 2 spines come flying through the market and just nail you. Oh, actually, I should make it a point of order that he did.
So I just took like 14 damage, right?
Yep.
I'm unconscious.
Oh no!
How
Grognar
are you already
did-
unconscious? Like, were you at full health?
No, Grognar hit him. Remember?
He hit me
Oh,
really
yeah.
hard for just doing 1 damage to him.
Oh dear.
I hope your balls were worth it, Grognar.
Grognar, as you're walking in, you just see Womble just get like these 2 things just pierce him. One of them goes straight into his throat, and he just falls flat to the ground as these spikes just burn in this motionless body of Womble in front of you.
Grognar just smirks.
Wow.
I'm going to fuck you later.
You don't know what I did.
Yeah.
You don't know what I did. You're unconscious.
I know that you are the cause of all this. That probably went straight into my wound that you made originally on my throat.
I didn't make it on your throat, but okay.
This other one that had dropped off the body is going to come up and take a couple more swings at you, Xanar.
Wait, but before we do this hit, I had a question about the one that hit me before. Did you need me to make any Constitution or saving throw since I was on the wall and he could have potentially knocked me off?
He didn't really hit you for enough to make me worry about it.
Okay.
That would not have hit. That would not have hit. So this one comes flaring in, and you manage to just kind of like roll as you're holding on to this window. And it's a little bit awkward for him to attack you apparently, but then as soon as he's done with that, he backs off, and he's currently flying maybe about, I'd say 10, 20 feet in the air.
Oh no. Are they going
All
to
right.
take me away like that other lady?
That turn. He already dropped off the body and he came back down, and then he swarmed in to attack Xanar.
Yeah, are they going to come for me next? Take me
Maybe.
to the fucking...
It's Snurp's turn.
Oh no.
All right, before my turn, I'm gonna watch the one fly away. Say, wait, no! Bring back my hex, you asshole! Damn it! No more boom booms! All right, I'm gonna
Bring back my hex, you asshole.
So all I have now are the pew pews. So I'm going to. Are any of these look like they're hurt already?
Trying to remember. The one that had rejoined the combat did get whipped. A couple of them seemed slightly hurt.
Okay.
These
I'll-
two seem slightly hurt.
Yeah, I'll throw an Eldritch Blast at him.
What's your range on it?
120.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay. It is slightly obscured, so I'm going to give them +2 to their AC, but go for it.
Oh, it's gonna be 22 to hit.
Well, that fucking hits, so roll damage.
11. Sorry.
11 damage, holy shit, alright. So this necrotic ball of energy just goes flying over this group, and it just impacts the side of this one that's just sort of hovering near you, Xanar. It kind of like flumps from the attack. It kind of loses a few feet of altitude before it flies up, turns, and just smoking from this necrotic energy, and just sort of looks in Snurp's direction and kind of starts looking around like a little bit panicked.
Which one was it again?
This one here is pretty fucked up.
Okay.
That's that all you got, Snurp?
That is because Hex was my bonus action. Now it's gone.
Yep. So, Charlatan, you've got this crowd currently basically scrambling around the ground, grabbing for coins. Hilda is kind of like put down the bear at this point, went out to the back and just like bringing out like a bunch of flasks or like casks of booze. She kind of looks like, do you have a plan?
I'm going to tell her, don't forget to take your share.
What?
I wave towards the gold.
There's an attack outside.
There may be an attack outside, but rest assured, in here we're solid.
Make a persuasion check.
You know you're done good when you confuse the DM even what the hell you're doing.
I rolled a 16.
Okay. What'd you get?
16 was, let me see, plus charisma, is that right?
Yes.
Persuasion should be one of the skills listed in case you
Oh, wait, I got persuasion. So, technically a 17.
Okay. She kind of just looks at you like, you fuckers are crazy. And then she just bends down and starts picking up some coins.
Hang on, I have to message you something.
Okay. Is that pretty much the extent of your turn, though, as far as what's going on?
For the most part, yes.
Okay. Womble, what do you want to be doing?
I need to make a saving throw.
Yes, a death saving throw. Go for it.
How do I do saving? Just
Roll a d20. If you get a 10 or lower, or no, if you get a 10 or higher, it's a success. Otherwise, you fail.
Oh, look at that, guys! I'm a winner still.
That is one success.
Oh, man. You know, I've never failed any of my rolls. I think I'm gonna be safe. Safe.
Yeah, hopefully none of them grab them and drag them away like they did that lady.
I already said that, Athlon.
I'll go back a half second here. Make a perception check, John.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, Womble. You out. You ain't seeing shit.
Was it 18? Do I get a bonus to any perception? Yeah, so plus 3, 21.
Yes, the click clacks.
Clickety clack.
Okay, so John and Wobble's turn is done. Phelan, you're up.
Phelan's gonna walk over to Womble and cast Cure Wounds level 1 on him.
Okay.
Level 1.
Are you sure she doesn't cast Kick Boot?
Hey,
I am 100% sure she does not cast Kick Boot.
I think my entire team hates my guts.
I was about to say she
That
cast.
triggers another death saving throw if she did that.
Oh, absolutely would. Actually, it would.
Wait, no. She just slaps Womble's face to cast Cure Wounds.
Yep.
So it does trigger, and then...
She's not gonna do that. She's gonna be the nice one.
All right, what'd you get?
Well, it's just I rolled 8 total hit points healed to Womble.
All right, Womble, you get 8 back, and as you come to, you have the very disappointed face of Phelan sitting over you. As you kind of look down, there are 2 large spikes in your chest and like stuck in your clavicle, kind of like in your shoulder. And she like rips one out and then puts her hand into the hole. And she just kind of looks at you with just this like, you dumb fucker look.
Hey, I was in a safe place. It wasn't like with that bear. God damn it.
But you are still prone, Womble, but you do have your 8 hit points back.
Okay.
And you're not unconscious anymore. Congratulations.
Anything else for Phelan? She only
Nope.
moved like 5 feet.
Yeah, but there's not much. Well, I guess I could move her like here and just kind of get between Womble and whatever the things are with her shield. So
All
she's
right,
just
kinda
like trying.
steps up, and she kind of just gets into the ready to defensive position.
Yep.
All right. No sign of your guy upstairs. What are you doing, Gamera?
I go to the nearest door and look out the window to see if I can't find him.
Out the nearest window? Okay,
Yeah.
make a perception check.
I got a 15.
As you kind of peek out and you look out the window and you kind of survey the craziness of the scene, you see everything that's going on, one thing that you do notice that's of interest is that you see that golden robed figure seems to be sort of slurking around in one of the alleyways, just kind of watching the engagement, and his 2 guards are just sort of sitting next to him, both at the ready, but they're not doing anything.
I take
For the
note.
purpose of this, they are over here.
I take note, and then just go back into the room.
All right, as you run downstairs, you now see that basically the charlatan has everyone eating out of his hands, picking up gold, and currently kind of surrounding him. Several of them have grabbed these large flagons of ale and have just started downing them. And the charlatan is just sitting in the middle of it, just basking in it all.
Wondering why he hasn't offered me anything. But then I look around as I walk towards him for the gnome.
Okay, make a perception check.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Peeking around the room, he's not in the group. He's not eating out of charlatan hand, but you do see a little bit of movement behind a table off in the very far corner, and it seems to be Alan just peeking over the edge of the table, like he's got an upturned table backed into the corner, and he's peeking over it, and then his head just fucking ducks behind it. He is having none of the bullshit that's going on right now.
No, he's going to kill him.
Which is unfortunate because the bullshit is hilarious.
I go over to him and like just try to calm him down and make him feel comfortable.
Oh, God.
I wave to the charlatan to buy him a drink.
I waved to Hilda.
Okay, well,
and throw another gold piece her way.
okay.
I'm so confused.
I am too, guys. It's okay. This is what happens in D&D when you have players who are chaotic. All right, we'll get back to you guys' scene in a minute here. Grognar, you're up.
Okay, quick question. Is this one hovering still?
Yes, he is probably about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at him with my crossbow.
All right, he's a little bit obscured because of the tents, but it's only like maybe a +2 to AC.
Okay. Oh no. That was a nat 1. Oh no.
I think he might have just shot me.
Actually, if he got a 1 on there, he would have, but no. You line up for this shot, you cock it, and it just, for some reason, as you're about to take the shot, the crossbow bolt kind of comes loose a little bit, and it just sort of comes out sideways from the bolt, and it just cracks against the back of Womble's head. It doesn't hurt, it just sort of shatters against the back of his head as it hits him sideways.
Wait, a crossbow bolt shattered
He
against my head?
He lost the bolt.
And I'm just kind of staring at my crossbow like, what the fuck just happened?
I must have a very
I've
good
shot
gun.
this thing so many times. What the actual hell?
It seemed to be a very faulty bolt.
Alright, but as my bonus action, I'm going to use my cunning action to try and hide.
Okay, I'll say if you want to dive into like one of the near market stands, that'll work.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
All right, I'll bump you into there, and if you can roll your stealth check, please.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay. You dive into this market stand, and you sort of pull over like one of the tables that's nearby. You're feeling fairly confident that you're hidden, but in the chaos of it all, who really knows? Okay. All right, that's your turn. Xanar, you're up.
Okie-doke. So what are the positions of these two in relation to how far are they off the ground?
This one's about 10 feet up, this one's about 15 feet up.
Okay. If I were to, from here to here, jump off the roof and try to hit it, could I do that?
You could attempt.
Well,
It
not the
wouldn't
roof,
be-
but off the side of the wall.
I realize. You could attempt it. It would be a not terribly difficult, but somewhat difficult athletics check.
Okay, and I am still raging, so I do get advantage on that,
Yep.
I do believe. So yeah, I'm going to be jumping to right here. Let me do my roll. And of course, I'm going to be taking a swing at it too, but I'm doing the athletics first. Ooh,
Actually-
natural 19. That's a 25.
I'm going to say actually it would have been acrobatics instead, but that's still more than enough. So, what's your goal for attack?
Okay, give me a second here. I gotta roll the attack, and I do get advantage because I'm doing reckless.
This is definitely qualifies as a reckless attack, yes.
Congratulations, you're in the spirit of it.
I jump off the building at it. Yo! Yep,
Was-
that's reckless.
20 total.
20 total. Okay. I'll say for the flavor of this, basically you can roll damage. Yep, you'll hit.
Okay, let's see, I think it's 2d6. That's pretty good damage. Let's see, 9... Be a second here. 15 damage to that motherfucker.
All right. You sort of like swing back and then running along the edge of the base while you're holding onto a window, you leap and you jump up and you grab this thing by like the wing, and as you're coming down before you even hit the ground, you just yell and scream and you pull and you rip this thing's wing straight off. And as you hit the ground, you just whip both parts of it in two directions, and you just hear a squeal and it's gone.
Okay. Do I take falling damage for that distance though? I don't know what the rules
10
for
feet.
falling.
With rage, yeah, you'd get a little bit, but it's 5 points of bludgeoning down to 2.
And if rage still does half damage on a fall?
Yes.
Okay, just check.
Yeah.
That's not
Still
bad.
bludgeoning damage.
It was
The
worth
ground
it.
doesn't need to count the same way as a mace does. All right, is that your turn?
That will be my turn.
All right. At this point, this one kind of sees what's going on. He's kind of panicking a little bit. He walks over, and he's going to try to reach up to spear this guy up here. Totally fucks it up. All right, good job, buddy. This guard is just fucking gonzos. Whoa, he just got fat. All right. The civilians at this point continue to just pour out. I'm going to say most of them have made it off the map at this point. The ones inside the tavern at this point have been screaming and cheering. There, a few of them that were like running away, like trying to get away, scared, now came in to see what this commotion was. Like, guys, there's an attack. I guess we're okay. It seems to be a generally jovial type scene. A few of them are kind of starting to share drinks. Some of them kind of looking at each other like, okay, this is weird, but all right, I think these guys have got it. They seem to be kind of cheering your guys' name as you guys have seemed to be clearing out the area. That is going to be their turn. Now these guys are up. Seeing what's going on and a little bit nervous about the circumstances, they're going to start retreating. They kind of share like a nervous look at each other, especially as you just kind of spatter them with the blood of their comrade. And they're going to kind of start trying to bolt. This one's going to try to go 5. He's going to spend his entire movement to get up there. This one here is also going to spend his entire movement to get up to here. As they are leaving, they're going to take some shots. This one's going to go for the guard that decided to attack him. Miss. And wow, that's 2 3s in a row. Good job, dipshit. That one is just so distracted that it just completely flails its tail, whipping these spines in random directions. One of them just lands in a crate nearby. It seems to be a desperation attack. The other one's sending a couple at Xanar. That will hit because that's a 6. That's a 18 to hit and a 13 to hit. 13 doesn't hit, does it?
Correct. It does not hit.
Okay, so one of them does. You're going to take 3 points of piercing down to 1,
Okay.
and then 3 points of fire damage.
And it's down to 1 because I'm Totem Warrior.
All right. So as this thing impacts you, you just fucking flex through it. Even though it's stuck into your arm, you're just screaming at the thing. You don't seem to be too bothered by the fact that your arm's a little bit on fire. That's going to be their turn as they're trying to bolt now. Snurp, you're up.
All right. Pew pew at this fuck. Oh, I don't
Just
know. If
real quick, Padley, I am going to send you a ping.
120.
Pew pew at this fucker.
Okay. Peweth, Snurp.
25.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Man, you're rolling like a fucking champion.
8 necrotic. Not very high on the dice.
Okay, I sent you a ping, Padley, if you could take a look.
Okay, how much necrotic? Sorry.
8.
Alrighty. Yeah. Ow. There we go. What did they say on critical roll? I'm really bad at anti-math, and the other guy's like, you mean subtraction? Okay, anything else, Nerd?
I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna go 30 feet towards him.
Okay, getting down off that ledge, I'll say toss you 10 feet of movement.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right there.
Alrighty. You're now onto the charlatan. What are you doing? No, seriously, what are you doing?
Tell me your plan!
John.
Oh no, he did.
Oh no, John died.
So the charlatan just explodes.
My boss, no!
Jesus.
Who will pay me now?
Hold on, let me
Wait a minute.
check.
Did he ever pay me? Huh. Gotta think about that.
Yeah, so far you paid him.
Gotta think about that one for a moment. I don't know if I've ever gotten a paycheck. Huh.
Oh,
He was
John.
your treasurer, or so he claimed.
I mean, he was here. Maybe he just went to the bathroom or something.
Okay, for the sake of this, I'll come back to him. Womble, it's your turn.
Cool.
'Cause
So
I don't-
who's looking hurt here?
Huh? Oh, the dude on the roof looks a little dinged. The dude actually, they both look a little dinged. There's also one that's split in half. That one looks dead.
How dinged is Grognar?
Oh god.
I mean, you don't know. Actually,
And
I'm stealthed.
He's still proned, right?
Fuck you,
You
Stealth.
have no idea where Grognar is.
God damn it.
You can make a
You
perception
also-
check.
You also didn't know I smirked when you went out because you were unconscious.
I can feel it. I can feel your smirk air come out of your nose.
DM, I'd like to call that metagaming.
I can feel him smirking in the air tonight.
How dinged is Zagnar?
What are you doing, Womble?
How dinged is Zagnar?
Xanar is.
Zagnar, shit.
This is cool.
Xanar is pretty untouched, I think.
I mean,
Damn.
I got a tiny bit of dingage, but not much.
Yeah.
You got a burning something in you right now.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Calibrating missiles. So he's 40 feet up over there?
Yeah, they're both up on the roofs again.
God damn it.
What do you think I feel? I'm melee.
Shut up, Zagnar. Xanar.
You started with that.
That guy's like fucking 70 feet away right there.
How
Sorry, I ran to the restroom. I apologize.
It's all good. We'll come back to you after Womble's done.
Okay.
So that guy's like 70 feet up there?
30 with a 40. I'd say he's about 50 feet up.
Oh,
Actually, it's
easy.
exactly 50 feet up because that's how that triangle works.
Wow,
Yeah.
right angles.
Oh, right angles. God damn it.
Better than wrong
5
angles.
triangle.
Okay. I'm gonna do my super killing attack. I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness at level 2 and add in my features and traits, and I'm gonna use Fury of the Small. Once per short rest, you deal an extra 3 damage to a creature with a size larger than yours.
Okay.
Are you considered small or medium?
I'm considered 3 feet 4.
I would say these things are somewhat larger than you. That's fine. First of all, is that a save or an attack roll?
Ray of Sickness is an attack roll.
All right, make an attack.
I think you can call out the Fury of the Small after you hit.
You can.
I'm gonna call it what I want to call it, boy. It has plus 5 to hit, so that's 6.
That hits. Roll damage and add your fury.
Okay, it's 8. It's 3d8 of damage.
Jeez.
1, 2. Fucking God. That's 8 damage here. Yep, 8 damage. Was there anything else that actually made this a good attack? Let me take a look.
Oh, I've been forgetting something with these guys. All right, never mind. We'll get that done later. Please tell me the damage types. But yeah, what are you doing?
Is that necrotic? Yeah, that's necrotic damage. I
How
was
much?
about to. I don't really want to say anymore. It's 8 damage.
8? Okay.
It's including Fury of the Small. That's 11.
Okay. You do manage to cast this. Basically, you just reach out and you cast this big, this kind of sickly dark green ray just comes flying out of your hand again, and it does impact him, and he's kind of reeling on the roof. He's really hurt. Anything else you got to do?
No.
All right, Womble's done. Phelan's up.
No,
No,
we gotta go
no,
back to
John.
Charlatan.
Oh yeah, John. Sorry, good catch.
John.
All right, what's up?
It's your turn.
All right, let's see. Well, I motioned for the barmaid to bring my friend the gnome a drink, as my good friend Gamera was bringing him around from the table.
She'll accommodate. She kind of like comes over and she kind of hands a glass over the table where he's hiding. And he kind of like takes it and kind of looks over, like he looks really confused, and Hilda does too, and she kind of like wanders back.
I will smile at her and say I received some good news from home the other.
Good news.
Okay, that's wonderful. What does that have to do with what's going on right now?
I'm celebrating.
It's an interesting time, but congratulations. What sort of news?
Ah, a relative of mine died, and I inherited his fortune.
Oh, first of all, I'm confused. How did you receive said news?
Ah, a telegram, friend. It took many runners, many moons to bring it to me, but at last I heard that my uncle, the old bastard lizardman, had died.
I'm sorry for your loss / congratulations.
Oh, don't be. He was an asshole.
I think this is a longer than 6-second conversation.
Yeah, I'm basically just sort of cutting along with it because I'm pretty sure that they're doing this the entire time. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much your turn. Oh shit, no. Phelan, what were you doing?
Just a question. They put the one body like over here, right?
Yeah, it dumped it off on the roof over here.
Okay, Phelan's gonna run and then dash towards that area to try and grab it back.
Okay. Well, it is up on the roof, but gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just heading in that direction. I know we gotta eventually scale a roof.
30, 5, 10, 15. Did you want to go in the building or try to scale it?
How tall is the building?
About 40 feet.
40 feet? Time is of the essence, so probably gonna let the parkour angel try to parkour her way up there.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Gonna make her lose that title.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna make her lose that title at this rate. My rolls have not been the best.
But does she lose it if someone else is controlling her character?
She had a 15.
15, not bad. Okay, she manages to leap up and get a grip on one of the second-story windows again, much like what Xander did. She's only about 10 feet up. She's kind of scrambling her way up.
Okay.
It'll take her a little bit to get up there, though.
Okay.
That is that turn. Gamera, what are you doing? You're kind of overhearing this conversation as Alan just sort of takes his drink from behind. You don't know if he drinks it or not. He just kind of stays behind that table looking around, very confused looking.
I motion him to like take a sip. Come on, drink. It's a party. Let's have fun. It's okay. I'm here. I'll protect you, my friend. And then I a beer myself.
He kind of just stares at you and he kind of does that like awkward, like picks it up into just a little tiny, like a small sip, and he just sort of stares at you like, okay.
Like I gently grab his cup and make him drink a bit.
You wander
He's going to
over,
try
he's
to
like,
drown him.
What's that? I want to say something.
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a private message, but still.
Uh-oh.
Right, so I grabbed 2 more drinks from the bar, and then I put my arm around the gnome guy, and then I kind of just bring him upstairs to make sure he's feeling okay.
Oh no.
Make a persuasion check.
One of two things is happening. I don't like either one of them.
I got a 17.
17. You kind of sit there like, why is it fucking crazy? Okay, yeah, it's probably safer up there. And you and Alan are probably just about to head up the stairs after all that conversation.
Gamera's about to put one of his 2 genitalia to work.
Oh, what a horrid sight.
Either way, Alan's getting speared either way.
All right,
I do like that
Ragnar,
quote.
you're up.
I do like that quote we had. What do you find up there? Both. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna, as a Grognar, gonna head out to here,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take a shot at him with my crossbow.
You are still hidden, so go ahead and make the roll.
Cool. That's a 5. Yeah.
As you kind of crumble out to get out there and to try to take this shot, you kind of line it up, but you just slightly miss. It just goes wide by about a foot. Yep.
Yeah, I still look at the crossbow. What's wrong with you?
All right. Anything else?
No, I think Grognar's good now.
All right, Xanar, you are up.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure these guys are going to get away, but I'm still going to be chasing them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I get about there before 25 movement. I don't suppose I can use my climb for that 5, can I?
Not really. I mean, you're not going to really get very high.
All right.
If you wanted to dash, you could start going up.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to dash.
All right.
But
Make your
does that 5 just get lost or what? I don't know how that
I'm
works.
basically going to take what's remaining of yours, depending on your athletics check, to see how far you go up. So you have 35 feet worth of normal movement. Depending on your check, we'll see how
All
high
right,
you get.
and how high is this one? Is this one like 20 feet or something?
That was also 40 feet tall. Well, they're all somewhat tall in story, like.
Because I didn't know if this was lower than the roof.
Oh yeah, there's a second awning. Yeah, we'll say that's probably like 20 feet up, but the roof that he's on is 40.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to be trying to scale that. But I think
Up
I
to
can
here,
only get
that's
to
fine.
13 feet. And I get advantage on athletics checks because I should be still raging. Nat 20.
Did you take damage or attack last round?
I attacked last round. I splattered the dude, and I also took damage because of the
Oh,
fall.
that's valid. That's valid. Okay, so what'd you get?
Nat 20.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm getting pretty good rolls tonight, but
I'll say you get up onto that landing. Would you like to keep going, or did you want to camp there?
well, I mean, the goal is to keep going, but I don't think I can move any further because I used my dash check. Oh, I got 10 feet, right?
Yeah, you get up. I would say you leap up, you grab it, you vault yourself up, and then you just fucking power jump from there. And you sort of parkour, like pull yourself up past a window, and you get your hands onto the bottom of the ledge of the roof. And that's where you're kind of sitting. So you are just below the roof.
So essentially, I can just pull myself up, and I'll be facing him.
Next turn, you will be. Yep.
Okay. All right. But I didn't do any text this turn. Just keep that in mind for one.
Yep. These guys are going to take a turn. This guy's just going to kind of fucking bolt. Not paid enough for this! And just bolts. No, not quite yet. Civi's pretty much all gone at this point. The ones in your group are kind of now all sort of sitting there, looking around, looking at the charlatan. They're kind of talking. They kind of started to get a little distracted, and they're looking out the window like, do you think they dealt with it? I don't know. I can't tell. I'm a little bit concerned. I mean, it seems like these people got it covered, but what was that? It seems general discontent, like nervousness. They kind of went back from the partying, and they're starting to kind of go back to panicking because of the window. But they seem like they feel safer. They aren't like panicking so much as they are worried as what the hell is going on.
This is like a 15-second party.
Yeah, it was more like just a gamble for coins. This one here is going to fly over to here to get within range and whip 2 things at Xanar. That's a nope. And that's a...
Wait. No. I didn't attack this turn. That's right. They don't
That's a
get
15
anything.
to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is 3 points of piercing down by half to 1. 1 point of fire damage down by half to 0. So another one of these two spines one of these spines comes flying towards you and just sort of like doesn't really ricochet but kind of sticks in but does not get very deep. It just kind of embers there. Is going to then fucking bolt. This one up here on the roof is going to... Actually, this one here, instead of bolting, is going to go over and land on the body, and it's going to start picking it up. This one here is going to... Oh, he's real fucked up. He is just scared. He is running. So he has disengaged. He just flew off into the night. You could maybe get one more shot on him, but he's pretty much gone.
Wait, tell your friend I just want my hex back!
Snurp, you are up.
Alright.
That was
5,
his reaction, though.
15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Can I still see the one on the roof? Or is he gone?
You can just see the outline of this one, even though he's got 3/4 cover. The one over here would also have 3/4, but you do see a bit of him behind one of the buildings.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the one that's picking up the body. No, I'm gonna go for the other one that's not picking up the body.
All right, make a tackle.
17.
17 just impacts off the side of the building.
Damn it!
That's it.
All right. Charlatan, you're up.
Sorry, mouthful of rice. All right. Well, it seems like my crowd is dispersing.
They're still around you. It's just that they've kind of gotten what they can of the coins. 1 or 2 of them are still trying to look for more. And at this point, they kind of collected them. They're kind of taking sips and they're looking out the window.
Okay. I'm going to go to each one of them and ask, what do you...
Do what?
You broke out.
Your mic.
I got out. I'm going to go to each one of them, playing the reassure game, but at the same time, genuinely asking, what do you think is going on out there?
You'll ask one of them in the time that we have here, but the lady kind of turns around like, I'm not sure. It looks like some sort of creatures decided to send down upon the market. I hope everyone's all right. It seems like your friends dealt with them pretty quickly, though. And that's majority of the turn there, pretty much. Unless you wanted to move outside or anything, but I don't think you're going to scoot all the way.
I'll move to the door and take a look out.
All right. You can make a perception check.
That was a 13.
Okay. You can't really tell.
Plus 3, so 16.
Okay, that's a bit better. You can't really see what's going on exactly.
You might be able to see me hanging off the roof.
Yeah, you see your friends out there, and you see some movement on the roof at the very far edge. Can't really tell what's going on. It seems like it's quiet. All of the people in the town square have basically left at this point. There's one guard who's currently just kind of limping away from the interaction heading north.
Actually, hold on. I can make that a little more interesting.
Okay.
Let me look for my actions. Sorry.
Well, your action was speaking with the people.
Oh, I was going to say, I can actually cast... Okay.
Yeah, but no, your action was speaking with the people. It does take a bit of time.
Okay, that's cool then.
All right, Womble, what are you doing?
There's enemies left, right?
You can't see. You can only see the one that's on the roof over here. The other one's beyond your sight. It has flown off to the east.
You think I could kill him?
Which one?
The one I can still see.
Well, do you got something that's got good enough range?
Yeah, I can move a little bit.
He's probably about, well, I want to say like 70 feet up, or 70 feet away from you where you are right now.
Yeah, I can move like here. So that's like 5.
If you get any closer than that, you will no longer see him.
Okay, but now he's only like, what, 60, 55
Yeah,
feet?
60 would be fine.
Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing I did last time, but without the extra fucking Fury of the Small, sadly. But I'm just gonna roll better. Okay. So gonna do my last... No, wait. I don't have any more Ray of Sickness at level 2. I'll just roll a good Ray of Sickness level 1 then.
Okay.
Okay, gonna roll my hit. That hits because that's a 17.
That definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. 2d8. That's 11.
Okay, nice. Oh, what kind of damage? Sorry.
Necrotic.
Okay. There you go. Another just sickly green energy blast goes flying over Phelan's head onto this roof. The thing kind of reels, kind of turns his and reaches back down to grab this woman's body, and starts to flap its wings, trying to get away. That's your turn, I take it?
Yeah.
All right, Phelan, what are you doing?
Phelan's going to keep trying to scale the building to try and get up there to stop whatever it's doing.
Give me another athletics check, please.
Parkour Angel.
That is a 19.
19? Okay, that's pretty damn good.
Damn!
So I'll say you're about 10 feet up with the dash in 19. I'll say she manages just to get up onto the roof as she kind of like pulls herself, launches from one window, grabs onto like a butting out piece of butting out support beam, pulls and jumps, and she's basically rock climbing this wall, and she clambers all the way up, and she just kind of like hooks herself up onto the roof, pulls out her mace, and just stares at this thing that's currently just hissing and trying to pull away this body. That's pretty much her whole turn unless she can bonus action.
Nope, she hasn't got any.
All right, Gamera, you were just walking to the room with Alan?
Yep.
Okay.
I walk into his room, like I lead him in front of me, I kind of steer him into his room.
Mm-hmm.
And then I close the door, and then I immediately snap his neck.
Okay. First of all,
put him out the window.
Make a stealth check so that to see if he notices you getting behind him, basically. So I was saying, you guys are crazy. I'm really glad that you guys are on my side, because holy shit, this is crazy.
Yeah, I know, it's a lot going on, buddy. I know. It sucks. I rolled a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
As you try to get around him, he's kind of like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What? Stop.
I'm just protecting you from everyone else, making sure no one's coming up behind you.
Are you going to continue your attempts here, even though we can see you trying to do something?
Yes.
Okay. Make a... And you're just trying to basically just, snap his neck, or are you just going to strike at him?
Once I'm in the room, I'm going to try to snap his neck.
Make a strength check.
I got a 16.
16? Okay. As you kind of reach and you start trying to grab his head, you and him's like, what are you doing? And he starts struggling against you. He's surprisingly nimble. And he's a little bit stronger than he kind of looked. As you kind of struggle a little bit on the bed there, you're trying to basically pin him down, grab a hold of his neck. He kind of starts struggling, and he throws himself underneath you and kind of kicks off of your chest and gets you to kind of back off like, what are you doing? God! And he starts...
I instantly lunge at him before he can, like, scream anything.
Okay, well, we'll have to get back to this in a second because the whole round is you attempting to do a grapple, and he is currently bolting for the door, but we'll get back to you in a second.
I guess add Alan to the initiative?
Alan is right after Ryan. Grognar.
Okay, Grognar is gonna move. 1, 2,
So for the purposes of this, that this man here that I'm going to give the weird alien head symbol is Alan.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash.
Okay. Fucking rogues.
And I'm gonna. And I assume I see the asshole up here.
You can see him, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at him with my crossbow. Come on, crossbow! I need your help.
Roll your attack.
Oh no, it's a 6.
My God.
Crossbow is not your friend
roll
today.
this one, and you get it into the chamber. All of a sudden, as you try to pull it, the line slips over the bolt, and it just sort of twangs.
It doesn't even fire.
Like the bolt just stayed there.
I just keep staring at my crossbow and I go, not using you again.
You're not sure what the fuck's up with it today. So that is your turn, I take it.
Yep.
Xanar.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish my ascent onto the roof. Because I was just hanging on the edge of it, right?
Yeah, 5 feet of movement will get you up there.
Okay, so that's... So is that 5 or 10, me getting right there? So that's 10, I think?
5.
Okay, fuck, 10. 15, 20, 25...
And you fall into the abyss.
Oh no!
I assume there's roof there.
This is the worst timeline.
Okay, reckless against the boy. Wait, well,
Yeah, I'll say you can get to him in just
because I think he was still on the roof, wasn't he?
I didn't really show it, so I'm going to give you a benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, he's close enough you could get him.
Okay. Reckless.
I kind of
God
off-mapped him.
damn, nat 20! I think that's my first nat 20 attack, though, this campaign.
So many fucking calls. I'll call you back. Alright, roll damage and double it.
Okay. And that's just what I roll on the dice that gets doubled, correct?
Uh-huh.
Everything else is just add.
Yep.
So, 10 for the roll, 20 for the attack, 24, 26 damage on that motherfucker.
Alright. As this thing's flying away, it turns around and sees you coming and starts hissing like, and you just, as he's making that noise, you come in for an uppercut, sprinting across this room with big bounding strides. You take your maul and you just swing up, and as you impact the base of its skull, it barely resists the movement as your maul just goes straight through it, and just in basically a visceral spray, its head just gets like smashed clean through, and the body just spirals out of control and falls into the alleyway below.
Woo! And I realized I probably should have been using Anna as a witness more often, and I did show her the last roll, and she did see the nat 20.
I believe you. You'd be pretty scummy.
I've been getting good rolls, and I feel like I should have been showing her so she can confirm.
I'd like to note that I've had
really, huh?
That's like I'd like to note I've had 3 rolls under 5 tonight, so I don't think I'm fudging my dice rolls.
I think I've been stealing his rolls.
It have to be really shitty for someone to lie about rolls in D&D. Let's be honest. Okay, that is your turn, unless you want to move a little bit back, because that's probably only about... No, that's about your movement.
I'm just gonna bonus action spit down at it. And that'll be my turn. I'm not gonna move.
A Luigi follows him down.
But then he already used his bonus action? No, he didn't.
No, he
This
didn't.
guy is going to get out. At this point, from the back here, I guess none of you would really see this. Maybe Snurp would know. Snurp and Grognar would probably catch it. What? My brain don't work no more.
We're getting near the end of the session anyway, so that makes sense.
Oh, God, it's been such a
You have
fucking
to
day.
do the most math out of all of us. I don't blame you.
Mathematical.
From the distance, Snurp and Grognard, you do see Vance kind of charging back into this square with one of the guards kind of running behind him. That's pretty much what happens for him to this turn. The civilian's pretty much gone. This thing is going to... Oh, no. It tries to scrape at this body, but then the body just sort of starts to roll off the roof, and it just kind of gives up, hisses, kind of makes a noise, and just starts flying off the roof. It's going to take a few shots at Phelan, though, here. That's a nope. And that's a natural 20 on Phelan.
Oh no.
Gotta balance out my good rolls, right?
That's going to be 8 points of piercing.
Oof.
And 6 points of fire.
Oof.
Yeah. A bolt just strikes her square in the chest, and she kind of like... "Ah!" Is she still up?
Yeah, she was at full health, so...
Okay, good.
I've seen some.
It's painful, and it is burning into her chest plate. But that one down below just sort of bolts off into the distance. I'm going to say we're still kind of in initiative order. Snurp, what would you like to be doing?
If he's more than 120 feet,
I think you could get one shot left off on that guy.
all right, I'm gonna try it. That's a 16.
I'll say that just hits.
Okay,
I was going to put him in cover behind the buildings, but kind of looking at it, I'll give him that.
that's a 14. Max damage on it.
All right. I think that's just enough. As it was flying off in the distance, Snurp just kind of like reaches around again and then just whips his hand out as another black bolt of energy goes flying over these rooftops. And it just kind of like leads up the shot just right where this thing starts flapping away and just impacts it mid-flight. And then just a smoking black form of it just sort of spirals down into the street next to it.
For my hex.
Which is now a mile away. All right. Anything else, Snurp? Or when you get that kill done, you're just going to take a second, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I was gonna spit on the ground. That's my turn.
All right,
Copy
Charlotte,
me.
what are you doing?
Charlie,
I missed that part. Sorry.
my turn.
Yeah.
All right. Seeing as how my friends seem really under control, I am going to walk across about to the staircase, smiling at my people that I have now befriended. I will use my key to quietly cast silence upon my hat, which has a range of, let's see. Let me see what my silence is. There are different versions.
I think silence in general is about the same. And what was the range on that? Like 15 feet range or something?
Let me take a look.
10 minutes, 20 feet, and it's a sphere.
20-foot radius sphere? Yep.
Yeah, it's a full sphere.
All right,
So,
so you're standing, on,
so left and right.
So the
okay, you're standing on the staircase and smiling there. Just total silence in the area around you. Some of the par patrons are close enough where they're kind of looking around, and all of a sudden they start looking confused. You can't hear them, obviously, but they start kind of talking, and they're getting a little bit like... there's still a din in the rest of the tavern, but these ones all of a sudden just seem to start like kind of freaking out a little bit because of sensory deprivation. Is that your whole turn?
Yes, it does extend to the second story, does it not?
It would a little bit, but you are at the base of the stairs. You're not 100% certain if that would cover where Alan and Gamera might be.
All right. Well, it's kind of the best I can do at the moment, so...
Well, 20-foot radius.
That's pretty big.
Well, let me see here. Just out of random chance. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Gamera, as you're chasing Alan, he's like, what are you doing? And he's still proclaiming, he's still making noise, but all of a sudden, nothing. No sound. So,
I scream yes in excitement, even though nothing comes out.
Yep.
And then I attack him.
Womble, would you be doing anything at this point now that the combat's over?
Oh, it's not my turn. Sorry. For some reason, I thought it was my turn. I heard my mom.
No, I was mentioning what was happening near you.
Okay.
Womble's combat is over. What would you like to be doing?
No, I was muted. I'd like to turn to Grognar and give him a hug. A victory hug. Do I have to roll if I hit?
I mean, Ragnar, are you resisting?
No, Grognar's gonna pat him on the head when he tries to hug him.
All right. They share out a little boy moment.
And meanwhile, they both have daggers behind their backs.
Grognar wants to see Womble try again.
I wouldn't dare. You're my best friend here, Grognar.
Is this one of those hugs where like both of you are squeezing as hard as you can, like as a strength contest, and you're almost going to break each other's ribs?
Grognar's not, because Grognar thinks he can take whatever the goblin dishes out.
Ooh.
No, I wouldn't dare do that because I would lose.
Phelan at this point, sitting up on the roof, kind of starts to look around like, oh, that was a lot of wasted effort. And she'll start to climb down.
What happened to the body? Did it fall off the roof?
It fell off the roof to the side and it landed over here in a bit of a splurt.
Okay.
Gamera, okay, so what are you doing? You currently have Alan cornered against the roof. You currently have Alan cornered in the corner of the room. What are you doing?
Okay. I do what I said earlier. I scream in excitement, and then I lunge at him.
Okay, what are you doing? Are you attacking him, or are you trying to strangle him, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I just kind of go for slashing with my claws.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Alright, I rolled a 19, and then I rolled a 12 for damage.
You rolled damage and you got 12? What did you roll for the dice?
19 was his attack roll. 12 was his damage roll.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you roll for your claws?
2d6.
Damn.
Oh wait, no, that's my breath. What? No.
Okay, yeah, that's really high for a claw attack.
Yeah.
3.
3 sounds more reasonable.
I thought that would do more since I had claws, apparently.
So, in this bizarre scene of absolute silence, Gamera, you just kind of like reach forward, no noise whatsoever, and you just claw across Alan's chest, and the big red gashes appear, and he just looks up at you in eyes of absolute abject terror. Can't say anything. You can see his mouth is open, and he's expunging air, and he's kind of looking down in disbelief right now.
I just shrug at him.
Okay. He's going to look down, see that, reach behind his back, pull out a dagger that he's got behind his back kind of concealed, and he's going to first lunge at you. Oh, does a 22 hit?
There's a what hit?
22.
Ouch.
I'm guessing yes. Oh, 7 points of piercing damage.
Oh, God damn it.
I want to see Alan kill him now.
As this small gnome out of terror takes out this dagger and then just drives it, like both hands like cupped around the edge of the dagger into your gut.
I immediately regret everything I did.
Why are we going on the same murder party again? Why is John helping this?
And then you're gonna try to bolt for the door, but Ryan, you can take an attack of opportunity if you would like.
Alright. Two-weapon fighting. What does that mean?
That just means you can do two-handed attacks, like
if you
weapon
had
in
two
each
weapons,
hand.
you could make a second. You could make a bonus action attack with the other weapon.
Okay. I just I used my dagger that I have.
Okay, roll an attack.
My attack is 8.
As you take the swing, you just wince as your gut, like your new fresh gut wound, kind of like you just kind of flinch down on it. You can't really get the dagger out in time, and Alan gets to the door, and he gets about 10 feet out the door as he starts to kind of run and scramble out this room. Going back outside, would the rest of you?
I need help.
You're silent. You can't say anything.
You are silent. You can't say jack shit.
It's a terrible idea.
Grognar, are you just having a good tender 12-second moment with Wombo, or would you say it's only a 6-second moment with Wombo?
I think that's more up to Wombo because he initiated
I want the
hug.
whole 30 seconds.
Okay, 30's pushing it a little with Grognar.
Grognar's social awkwardness level is probably at like a 4 now, steadily climbing as he's just sort of doing the slow pat on the head. Xanar, I imagine you could probably start walking back towards the group.
Not quite yet. I'm gonna try to like get at the peak of the building and have a look around, see if I can spot either the one that flew off or any others that might be around.
Make a
Question though.
Yeah.
My hug with Grognar, since he said pat me on the head, did that turn the hug into a pat on the head, or is this a hug plus pat on the head?
I've got like left arm around you and then right arm patting you on the head.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a situation. All right, make a perception check, Athlon.
Okay. I imagine I at least get a good vantage of everything. Still a shit roll though. 9.
I don't think you can really complain considering your overall rolls tonight.
Yeah, not like poor Grognar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
9.
I mean, I can't really complain. I did pretty good combat-wise today.
You can spot way off in the distance to the south something moving, but you can't really tell what. As you're kind of surveying the marketplace here, you don't
I'm also
really
gonna
very
be
much.
trying to listen to any like screams or yells for help, see if I can hear anything else.
You don't notice anything beyond just the murmur of like some of the townspeople around. You do hear Vance coming in like, all right, what's going on? Hey! Kind of running into the square. Beyond that, you're kind of distracted for a little bit longer than necessary by, like, you scan past it and then you double take back to it. The picture of just the dwarf and the goblin hugging it out. But you don't really see anything else.
Bonus action, roll my eyes.
All right.
You're just mad that you're not involved with this hug.
Vance is going to come into the square and start kind of looking around, and he immediately sees you guys down here to the south, so he's going to start coming down to you like, oh, you guys, what's going on? The guard's going to be chasing after him. The civilians are pretty much bolted at this point. Snurp, what would you like to be doing?
I'm gonna turn around and start walking back to the tavern.
Okay. I'm probably going to say you're not dashing, so I'm going to give you 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Charlatan, you're just sitting there with a big smile on your face at the stairs. From all you know, everything's going A-okay.
All right.
It's not, but
You don't know that.
You don't know that. Everything's silent.
Rhea's gonna be so disappointed.
This is not the first time I've disappointed. Work.
Probably won't be the last time either, we'll be honest.
Ow! Shots fired.
Oh, come on. You pretty much had that one coming.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch. How many people are still?
It's now gotten up to maybe about 16 people as some have run in here for shelter. And they're all kind of looking out the windows or talking to Hilda. Hilda has currently gone back.
Wait a minute. Talking to Hilda?
What?
what?
Silence.
What?
What? No, he did silence in the floor above.
No, he's on the base of the staircase, basically.
Okay. Okay.
It doesn't cover the whole tavern, but half of it's probably covered in it at this point.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to reach. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Athlon. Go finish.
I thought people downstairs were being affected by it. Well, okay, I was just sorry.
It's a 20-foot sphere, so a chunk of upstairs, and I'm assuming since the charlatan knew what he was doing, he's positioned himself close to the room.
Yeah.
Silence, I think you can do it within 120 feet, so he doesn't even have to be close.
Well, he did it on his hat.
Oh, his hat. Got it.
So, I mean, a few people are freaking out. Some people are kind of like walking in and out, getting a little terrified by the sound. A few of them have just bolted at this point. It's a very uneasy scene inside the tavern here.
I am going to toss. Bear in mind, I'm getting ready to remove the super. Just straight up into the room, before I go up the stairs. 20 gold, 10 silver, and 18 copper. Just straight up into the room, let people gather for it.
It takes a little bit for people to catch onto what's going on because of the silence is actually kind of throwing people off. But as they kind of get past the range of silence, they kind of start to hear the clink, and some people turn around like, "Hey, more money!" And some people are in the area try to also proclaim, "Hey, more money," but nothing happens. Some of them start diving for it. Some of them just honestly start bolting because it's a little bit too weird. Hilda just kind of sits there with the bear cub in her hands at the table, kind of looking, what is going on?
I'm going to stand at the top of the stairs.
I'll say you start moving up the stairs. Yep.
Wait, seriously, I can't cover that little footage?
We're going up to 18 seconds.
Well, you also threw money in the air, John.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd probably be your reaction.
Womble, you would be still hugging it out.
You know what I can do? I will use my key. I will use my key to get all the way to the top of the stairs.
Okay, first of all, just out of the sake of this, you're assuming that your partner's got it covered because you do have no information about the status of what's going on.
Okay, you're right. So that's fair. You're right. My bad. I'm just flying outside.
You really got to watch the metagaming aspects of it.
I know. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Okay, Womble, are you just still enjoying the hug it out?
We're going up to 18 seconds, and I'm also going to add in, I'm going to say,
I never leave you.
Grognar just kind of gives a, okay.
Phantom at this point would get to the base and kind of look at you guys like, what in the world are you two doing? All right, we're back to the fight scene.
All right. Handling this like a champ.
Alan got out into the hallway you would have to pursue.
Yeah, I chase after him.
You sprint after him. You get within range. You can take another attack if you want. Or whatever it is you want to do.
I'll throw a javelin at him. No, I'll stab him again.
All right, make an attack roll.
All right.
At least we now know what John's plan was this entire time.
I can see why it's being so
Took a while to unfold.
I got a 10, and damage is a 4.
Okay. 10 is
not
just not enough. As you take another swipe, he seems to kind of like dive around the corner, and you can't quite land a hit.
Motherfucker.
So you are adjacent to him again. That's pretty much your turn, unless you have a bonus action you wanted to do.
Hey, can I just like grab him?
You already did an action to attack and a movement. Bonus action would have not be enough to actually grab him.
Okay.
What are your bonus actions?
It just says Bardic Inspiration and two-handed fighting.
You could inspire Alan to get away quicker.
You really could. Actually, he couldn't because everything's mute right now.
Oh, no.
We'll go back down to Grognar as he enjoys his 12th, or no, this would be his 18th second of discomfort.
You could ask Phelan to join.
Grognar kind of gives her the don't, like the quick nod of no, like he's taking one for the team.
Right. Xanar, are you going to stay up there? Or are you looking around, or?
Okay, so just a question for from my perspective, would I have seen the third one go down when Snurp shot it out the air?
You probably just missed that.
Okay. So I definitely did see. What was the guard's name again?
The captain of the guard is Vance.
Vance. Okay. So I'd probably run up to the edge of the building I'm at. I would say 2 demon-looking things were destroyed, and at most 2 went flying. And I point off in the direction. I assume that's south from this perspective. I don't know.
Yeah, it's south. You kind of like, all right, guards, get down there right now. You guys get down here and make sure this area is covered.
And that's probably just going to be my action.
All right. Vance is going to bolt off in the direction you said. This guy is going to limp in the direction you said. Well, actually, he's going to say, fuck it. I'm not paid enough for this, and he is going to... He's just actually going to plop down because he is still pretty wounded. He is going to try to tend to the thorn that's stuck in his leg. Civilians are pretty much bolted at this point. Snurp, you're just walking back yet?
Yep, still walking.
Okay. Charlatan, you at this point get to the top of the stairs and you see coming at you the terrified form of Alan as he's motioning towards you, like waving, as behind him is Gamera, who's just slashing away with a knife. They're about 20 feet down the hallway from you.
Okay. Let me see what my actions are once I...
Or like 10 feet, sorry. 10 feet.
Can I like start flailing my arms when I see him? Just to get his attention.
Yeah, a little bit,
And
yeah.
just pointing at the gnome.
I fucked up.
His mouth, I fucked up.
For, oh god, help.
Well, at this point, we're past the point of subterfuge in terms of confusing the rest of the party, at least in an external sense.
Yep.
I'm 6'10". There is no way in by me on the stairs, so I can block the top of the stairs. And you know what? I'm just going to extend my claws and into his chest cavity.
So you're just going to goalie the exit.
I'm goalieing the exit with my claws.
Okay.
Running right into.
I need to say something. With these two big dudes and Alan, this small dude, I'm getting like Home Alone vibes here.
A little bit. Okay, so I'll
You know what you need? You need Benny Hill music.
I'll say for the thing, what it is that you are prepared to attack him if he gets within range. How about that?
Okay.
Unless, I mean, you're basically just goalying it. Would you rather grab him or do you want to attack him if he gets to the stairs?
If he gets to the stairs, I'm going to kill him. It's just that simple.
Okay, so you are prepared to attack him if he gets within range. Got it. Womble, continuing that hug, I take it?
But the good news is, he doesn't know that. All he knows is that Gamera went off his shit.
You're not wrong.
We're going up to 24. No, wait. Is this 18 or... Yeah, 24 seconds.
All right. Phelan is going to just kind of walk back towards... Actually, she's going to go look for the body. And
That's what I was gonna say. She probably would go look for the body.
She's going to around the corner go, oh, she's very dead. And she'll kneel down to say a prayer or two. All right, your turn, Gamera.
How close am I to him and the lizard man?
You are. It's currently Alan is right in between you and. Actually, I forgot to make him go last turn, but whatevs. Alan is currently in between you and Gamera. Or it's you, Alan, 10 feet of space, then Charlatan.
Okay. Throwing a javelin would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
This would be the greatest Benny
No
Hill
matter
thing
how
ever. If he throws,
roll a 20 tonight and kill the charlatan.
that's what I was gonna say. It's really a Benny Hill thing that like he chucks a javelin, rolls a 1, nails John. John reels in pain, and Alan gets away. Be the greatest timeline ever.
That's exactly.
Thumps deep into my chest. He says, "More!" I say, "Harry," and that's my last.
So, Ryan?
Alright, I cast Hideous Laughter on him.
Hey, so can you read for me what the components of Hideous Laughter are? Do you have to say something? Is it verbal?
Oh yeah, he definitely has to, because he has to make him laugh somehow.
Make him laugh.
That won't work, actually, in silence, and you do know that, so you can choose something else.
It's VSM?
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
Verbal somatic material.
Well, fuck.
You can do the last two parts, not the first one.
Shit, yeah, looks like all of my stuff is that.
Boop, beep.
Alright, so can I just charge him to try to get close to him then?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, and you can attack him yet?
And how far am I from him now?
You're adjacent now.
Okay. Am I looking at a wall, or am I looking over like into the bar? What?
You guys are in a hallway. There's a few doors on each side of you guys. And at the edge of the hallway is a staircase leading down, which currently the charlatan is standing at the top of.
I look directly at the gnome and breathe my dragon breath.
Oh no!
You would catch the charlatan if you did this.
So he's still in front of me then.
Yes, the charlatan is
Oh.
ahead of you, behind Alan from your perspective.
And I just use a dagger to attack him.
Alrighty. I'll roll that.
Damn it! I wanted the Benny Hill fuck up.
God fucking damn it! I got a 1.
As you reach back to try to stab him, as you kind of wring your arm back, a door opens next to you where a guy's like, "What's going on?" As your dagger on the backswing gets stuck in this random snoring dude's throat.
Oh,
Oh no!
Where did he come from?
He opened the door just as you were like swinging back your dagger. Actually, no noises were made. You just all of a sudden feel your dagger stuck in something.
Oh,
And as you turn to look and you yank it, all of a sudden there's just this dude like at this open door who just like clutches at his throat, falls to his knees, and then falls forward.
I grab him and bring him into the room and close the door.
Like,
Thank you,
God, he's gonna have to.
Then
He's
I
gonna
throw
have
the
to murder
body
the-
at the gnome.
I'll say that with the amount of movement you have left, you could push him into the room, and that would be it.
I thought he went into the room. Okay, well, I pushed him into the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to murder the whole fucking town by the time this is all over.
Ragnar, are you still suffering this hug?
Grognar's now at the point where he's trying to separate because it's been longer than it should have been by now.
Okay, make a strength check. Womble, you too.
Oh, strength check. Oh
It's for
no.
friendship.
16.
Grognar got a 20.
I
You
don't
try as
believe
hard
you.
as you want, Womble, but your love just isn't strong enough for Grognar, apparently, and he pushes you off.
And I give you one last pat on the head. That like, I appreciate the hug. It was just too long.
I grab his hand and keep it there.
Do I have to make another strength check to get my hand away from him?
No, you can get away.
What? I'm sure he's still strong. Whatever. I didn't need his hand anyway.
Are you going to stay there for now, Grognar, or what would you do after the fight's over and your hug is done?
No, I'm gonna kind of go look at the thing that we killed. I know one was killed around here, just to
Okay.
kind of get a better look at it.
Make an Arcana or Nature. Well, Arcana.
Oh no. I have a -1 to that. Oh, 14!
14.
Yeah.
As you look it over, you remember some tales from your childhood in the Underdark amongst the other of your kind. These look to be a form of devil or demon. You can't 100% tell what the hell kind it is, but just from the general nature, and you recognize a speech from some of the tales and some things you've seen in your day, these are some sort of devil. You're not totally sure what, but it's very odd that they are here, and you can kind of make a really quick association as to why they might be here.
Looked like bony things. Got it.
All right. Xanar, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna start climbing down from the roof safely.
Okay, I'll say that throughout your turn, yep, you could get to that landing. That's probably a good spot. So you're not, like, bull rushing anymore.
No, I'm just gonna be taking it slow because there's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up to any that flew down south, and B, just I don't want to slip and fall.
Alternatively, you could aim for the bushes.
Anyway, this card here is going to still be popped out. Vance, from what you could tell, has sprinted off to the south. You don't know where he went. You can hear some barking orders in the distance. Snurp, you're advancing back into the tavern. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We'll say you just get inside to see a very odd scene of And actually, I think where you were at, you could see that there's a couple of villagers. Make a perception check, actually, to see what you notice as you get inside.
Question: After the Dragonborn's turn, did you do anything for Alan? I
didn't. Fucking thank you. I'm gonna do that after Snurp.
10.
10. Looking around, it seems very confusing. There's some villagers sort of hiding and looking around the windows. There's a few gathering coins off the floor, and in the corner you can see Hilda holding onto the bear cub, just looking around very confused. Now, bringing us to Alan's turn. He, seeing what just happened with the dude who just got stabbed in the throat, is going to start running towards you, Charlatan. You can make your attack as he gets within range.
I'm actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him, like I'm sympathetic.
You cut out pretty good.
Sorry. I'm going to give him a very concerned look, like I see the wounds and I'm obviously not being truthful, but...
Mm-hmm. Make a deception check.
Wait, are you in the room now, or are you still out in the hallway?
He's in the hallway upstairs.
Because I shoved Alan in the room.
Holy shit, not 20!
Oh no!
I thought you shoved the dude you just stabbed in the neck in the room.
No, I was talking about Alan. Sorry.
Oh, you would not have had the action to do that because you already tried to attack roll.
Okay, I misunderstood that then. Never mind.
That's okay. I missed that
do
too.
you still move the body into the room though?
No then.
You just let that hit the floor? Okay, that's fine. It's just sitting in the floor with the door open.
Oh my god.
What's your deception check there, John?
Jeez, Herbie!
You rolled a nat 20.
Okay. As he gets close to you and he is like turning around, instead ignoring you, looking behind him because he now trusts you. If you're going to attack him, roll with advantage.
Alright.
No. Oh no.
That was a 17.
That's enough. Roll damage.
Now incoming.
Oh, what is that? Is that like a D6?
Whatever
While you're doing
you're
an armed
attacking
strike,
I'm just gonna reach out and try to. Just gonna reach out and either snap his.
make a athletics check with advantage then.
Okay, athletics check with advantage. That was an 18.
18.
I rolled an 18 and a 13.
I'm trying to gnome next.
Oh man, he wants to live. I shit you not, I got a 19.
Fuck!
As you reach forward and you try to grab his head, all of a sudden he just you try to jerk. He all of a sudden just grabs your arms and like his nails dig into your wrists, like fucking almost drawing blood. And he like struggles and his legs and like wiggle violently, and he kind of like throws your arms up. And he is going to spend the remainder of his movement sprinting down the stairs past you as the struggle is finished.
Oh no!
He is now about 15 feet down the stairs past you, John.
I give him like what the fuck look.
1 second.
So, Charlatan, this brings us to your turn, actually.
Okay.
He's about halfway down the stairs.
I will use Step of the Wind to rapidly catch up,
You're
grapple him, and you know what? Fuck it. At this point, we're past the level of pretense. I'm just going to snap my jaws on the back of his neck and just jerk and break it.
Okay, roll an attack with bite.
Please, for the love of God, work.
That was a 6.
It's a what?
6. Plus strength modifier, it's 8.
Okay, but you fly down the stairs. You at this point just get so frustrated. You're just clawing your way down the stairs almost animalistically. You go flying down. Alan sees you coming. His fucking legs move out from underneath him like at 15 times the speed of his his torso. And he just fucking like jump yeets off that landing of the staircase as your teeth just clamp down on the railing right behind and just rip out a huge chunk of the wood. Alan's still running.
Oh no.
So, That means Womble, your hug is disengaged.
God
Did you want to
damn
do
it!
anything?
What I want to do is I just want to.
We had almost a 30-second hug, man.
You're just gonna curl up on the ground, start shedding a couple tears, and say,
Ragnar, I'm back.
About at this point, Balin kind of walks back. Womble, knock it the fuck off.
I moved 5 feet from you too. That's the sad part.
Yeah. Gamera, what would you like to be doing? Currently, you are about 10 feet between you and... Actually, I'll just space it out. Here's him. Here is Alan.
How the fuck can this gnome roll?
He wants to live, apparently, man. I'm not kidding you. You guys are rolling like shit, and he wants to live.
I rolled a 19!
So,
No, I rolled an 18. You rolled a 19.
I rolled, and it hit 19.
So I'm
He has
curious.
zero strength mod.
He's a halfling. Or no, he's a gnome.
He's a
Okay,
gnome.
no,
He's a gnome.
never mind. I thought it was halfling because of all the fucking luck he had.
No. Gamera, this is about the setup right here. You could close distance by running past your friend.
I do that.
Friend's a bit of a stretch at this point.
Try to get right there, and then
Please, just kill him!
we're still inside, right?
You are inside, and now
You're also inside the cone of silence.
This is like Home Alone.
God damn it.
it's gonna get real
Javelin.
interesting soon here, guys.
Alright, I use my dagger. I'm close enough to use my dagger, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I tried to dagger at the motherfucker.
Roll an attack.
So that's 15, so that's better.
That hits. Roll damage.
Thank God. And dagger. Probably like 2 damage.
Jesus Christ.
5 damage.
5 damage. Oh, it's really close.
Oh,
my God.
You reach out and you just like backhand, like reverse gripped, just stab the dagger into Alan's back, and he just reels forward, clutching his hand on the wall. At this point, his hands are smeared in blood. He is currently dripping it everywhere, and you just yank it out with just a spray, noiseless.
I flicked him off too.
He stumbles. He stumbles down the stairs a little bit. Eyes turn around to look at you, just absolute terror. The whites in his eyes, his eyeballs are just vibrating, looking between you guys. He is in the worst flight or fight of his life.
you guys sound like fucking serial killers.
Yeah,
I
dude.
feel terrible.
So it's his turn.
Up someone.
Wait, you have a bonus action, don't you?
Me?
No, Gamera.
Yeah, what can he do as a bonus action though?
Bear, throw the knife into his gut. Be done with
No, that's
That
an
is-
attack.
You would have to have a second weapon equipped in order to use 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah, that's, yeah I just
John,
have the
you
2
were getting
weapons.
hysterical, but I understand why.
I understand. I know this is important because if you fuck this up, it's probably going to be bad.
At this point, it's already fucked up.
Campaign's about to get interesting. All right.
See, we thought the worst was when the devil got summoned. Now we're dealing with murder in town.
This is a game about escalation, guys.
I can't fucking beat this.
I mean, I
Oh,
do have
well,
unarmed.
I believe in you.
You have what, Ryan?
I have
Okay,
unarmed
Okay,
strength.
to the rest of my people, to be fair, I
Oh, God.
imagined a much more clean and crisp ending to this.
I think that unarmed strike is a full action unless you're like a monk.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I got nothing else.
All right. It is his turn. He is going to try to actually, he's going to use his action to disengage, and he is going to sprint down into the area of the tavern where everyone is sitting.
Oh God.
He's still silent, but Snurp, you and a bunch of the other patrons now see an extremely bloodied form of Alan run into the room. Completely quiet, but he shambles into the room amongst all of these patrons. You can't see anything
Hysterical.
behind him. It's just bloodied-ass Alan in the middle of the room, currently looking around, frantic and terrified looking, bleeding almost out.
Oh dear.
Grognar, what would you like to be doing?
That is actually a good question. Because I've been looking over this little corpse thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just gonna start heading back to the tavern because Vance kind of ran off, and
Okay.
I want to
As
check
you-
out what happened to my boss.
By the way, as you step over this body,
Mhm.
you can see it kind of starts to catch fire a little bit. It seems to suddenly start to kind of like almost burn away at kind of a quick rate. And as you're kind of walking away, part of it's kind of just almost burnt up, completely gone. So you walk back towards the tavern. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oop, 5 to 20, 25, 30. Good enough?
Yeah, good enough.
All right. Xanar,
Actually, my speed's only 25, so move me back 5 feet.
Sure. Xanar, at this point, you get down to the base. Womble is currently having a fit.
Yeah, how much is my movement to get down safely?
About 20 feet. You probably do a bit of a superhero jump.
Not taking damage, I assume.
Yeah, it's not a big issue. You kind of do that thing where you dangle from the shingles first, and then you kind of let. Whoop.
Okay, so 20 feet.
Just to do a superhero landing.
And so 25, 30, I'm kind of stepping over Womble.
just completely ignoring the rolling and the complaining. This guard at this point kind of looks over to you guys like, "Thank you." Shame on Tim.
What do you say?
Something hurts. He said shame about Tim. He's just talking about the other guard who got whooped.
Okay.
People are gone. Snurp, you see this scene with Alan coming down the stairs, bloodied as hell. This is the perfect person to see this, too.
But I have zero context as to why he's bloody.
Mm-hmm.
And so Snurp's going to assume that those creatures are upstairs. So I'm going to go over and point upstairs, because I assume that I can't talk either after seeing this.
Yep.
So I go over and point upstairs.
As you point upstairs, he just looks at you in abject terror.
I walk past him, I go upstairs.
All right, as you go past him, too, he recoils and he starts running from you. And you can probably get basically to the base of the stairs and look up to see the form of Gamera sitting there with a blood-soaked dagger.
It's not mine, I swear.
In some ways behind
You can't
him,
say anything.
in some ways behind him, the silent form of the charlatan who is currently spitting out chunks of wood from a railing.
Oh my god.
I'm just going to raise my arms like, what?
Hey, I'm gonna keep one of those chunks. I got a.
You got a
Yeah,
what?
you can keep a chunk of wood. I don't think
No, I'm just saying. I managed to make it big.
cutting out issue.
Toothpick.
Yeah.
Homemade toothpaste.
I gotcha. So you see this, Snurp.
I'm just going to raise my arms like, what the fuck?
Okay.
I guess it's my turn, because I think that would have taken my entire turn.
Charlatan, what are you doing?
Well, let's see. I see Snurp. And I see our quarry at the bottom of the stairs.
You also got a
I'm
corpse in
going
the
to
hall.
point towards Alan, make the slit mark across, and then chase him down the stairs like I'm getting. Can I get in range to attack?
You can get just within range of Alan, but you are in plain sight in the middle of the tavern, basically.
Can I grapple him back up the stairs? A little.
Um,
Or at least around the corner.
you would use your full movement to get to him, and if you made a strength check, you could grapple him, but you wouldn't be able to move him quite yet.
Alright, well, hang on.
So that's what we heard.
Damn, this is a brutal fucking murder.
And what's sad is four of us have no idea what the fuck's going on.
15 plus strength bonus, 17.
Okay, you get down and you end up grabbing Alan basically by the shoulders, and you pick him up, and you currently have his struggling, bloody form in your grip. But that is your whole turn to do that.
Everybody just sees a man getting murdered in front of them. He's
Womble.
gonna-
Complete silence.
To be fair, it's still silent. No one has any contact.
Nope, but they do see it is quite the scene. So, Womble, you're still just having a fit?
I'm gonna start heading back. I can
Okay.
only keep it up for so long. Maybe I could get back and cast sleep so everybody thinks it's just a bad dream.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do.
And
Yes.
start returning.
This is exactly how it went for me. Now you know how I feel, John.
Gamera, what you doing?
I think it went worse for them, dude.
How far
Nah.
away am I from the gnome?
You're probably about. This is probably the layout right here about how far away everyone is.
Can I move?
So isn't Snurp closer?
Here.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll be back.
Is that using my whole?
Yeah. To get
okay.
within range of Alan, you would have to use up your entire movement.
I do that. I do have a bonus action with the double-handed, so I take the javelin out.
Okay.
And can I use the javelin just to stab him instead of throwing it?
You are in full sight, but yes, you can.
Okay. I do that.
Okay, roll an attack.
That was a 6. God fucking damn it, man. God
He's being held. How can he even die?
As you go in to try to stab with the javelin, his thrashing legs just fucking kick away the edge of it, and it just sort of like goes into the floorboards near you.
And I'm assuming
They very
people just
blatantly
witnessed an
just saw you
attempted
trying to
murder.
stab the dude that's getting pinned.
I instantly give up and I don't care anymore. I've
Okay.
stopped trying to kill him altogether.
Grognar, you get closer.
Because clearly he's a wizard and beyond our time.
Grognar, are you moving back now, or what do you like to be doing?
Actually, I'm kind of changing my mind here. I want to go down south, see if I can find Vance, or at least see if there's any more assistance I can do. So I am going to go full sprint.
Oh, okay. I'll say at this point, with you jogging off in the distance, you can see Vance somewhat ahead of you, currently looking down alleyways and yelling off to a guard to go off in a certain direction. We'll get to that when you get up, because you just had to sprint to catch up to him.
Sure.
Vance will turn around, just like, I don't think there's anyone in the town. There's none left alive by you.
We definitely killed 2 that I saw. That I slew. Maybe I don't know how many are left, but there was 4 total.
All right, well, my men will keep searching the town. What were these things? I gotta get a better look. Show me where they were.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna take them back and show them the one that I struck down, assuming it's still there. I don't know if it's burned up. I don't even...
Okay.
I might have saw it burning up.
Yeah, you did not see these things dissolving yet, no.
Okay. But yeah.
The people in the tavern are now going to start pouring out. Hilda is now running towards the bar, jumps over and comes up and starts cocking a heavy crossbow.
Oh no.
Many of the patrons have just basically started to run out seeing this. I'll say 1 or 2 have started to approach this scene of conflict, and are going to get up and are going to basically get into range of basically the scene of you guys clustering around Alan, who is currently kicking and screaming, and they're going to get up close, trying to almost restrain the charlatan, but they do not get close enough this turn. They're just trying to advance. Snurp, what are you doing?
I don't fucking know.
Banging his head into the wall.
I'm just holding my hands out with my mouth just hanging open like, Wah! That is my full turn. Because I don't fucking know.
All right. Charlatan, you're up.
Kill him.
Okay, give me 1 second.
If there is a god, please die.
I'm pretty sure there is a god, and he's been fucking you guys over with this forever.
This has been the worst assassination attempt ever.
You guys have properly fucked this up.
You know, you could have just ran out here and fought with us and, like, hope he never squealed.
So my original plan was to come in, find the charlatan, like giving people gold. I was gonna smack him in the face, but that clearly can't happen now.
I mean, you still could do that.
How much does this gnome weigh?
He's not that heavy, maybe about 60 pounds.
Yeah, I should not have any trouble dragging him up the stairs.
Nope. Do you want to drag him up the stairs your full 30 feet?
Hang on, I am going to motion for Mara to open the room where the dead guy is.
That's right, there's a second dead body up there!
Jesus God! And then I'm going to drag the gnome and indicate that the gnome is to blame.
You cannot communicate that through pointing and waving, but you can communicate for the Gamera to follow you, probably.
Alright. In that case, I will drag the gnome back up with me.
Alright, you start moving with the gnome back up you. The villagers start to look at you, confused and panicked. They're going to start chasing after you.
What about Hilda?
Wombo, you're heading back.
Thought she would have tried to do some sort of reaction there.
Wait, the villagers were not able to react at that point.
I thought Hilda had the crossbow.
Oh, Hilda will have a turn.
Okay.
Gamera, it's your turn.
I follow the charlatan, just defeated and depressed, up the stairs.
No, you're not defeated and depressed. Get the dead body out.
I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, God damn it.
Your mic is cutting out something awful tonight.
My soul has been destroyed by the fact that I can't kill this 60-pound thing.
So Gamera just mopes up the stairs after this kicking and screaming form that can't make a noise.
Yeah.
You guys get to the entrance of this room, and that's about the whole turn that you've got.
I look lovingly into his eyes of where did we go wrong.
Anything else there, Ryan?
No.
All right. You would have an action if you wanted to, but...
Open the door! Show the body!
Alright, fine, yeah, I kick the body into the door.
Okay.
They come in and I close the door behind them.
I'd say that's about all you can do with you. Well, Alan and them are... You have the body in there, and you have the door held open for the charlatan and the gnome. Xanar, you catch up. You advance because he's right after you.
Did you do Alan's actions? Sorry.
Yeah, you missed Alan and Grognar.
Oh yeah, Alan first. Yes, sorry. Alan is going to. Does a 11 hit you, charlatan?
No.
Okay, he's currently flailing with the dagger, still kind of pinned in his hand, trying to stab behind him, but you kind of like pinned his arm just so he can't move it. That's his turn. Grognar, you get moved up.
Mm-hmm.
Xanar, you and Vance get back, and you start showing him where the bodies are, I assume?
Yeah, because I think one of them was struck down here about, because that's where I...
Yeah, as you get up to it, all that's basically left seems to be a bit of a confusing-looking skeleton with some bits of flesh left on it. All of it seemed to be roasting into cinders. Quite a lot of it is gone. And Vance kind of looks like, what in the hell is this?
Some type of demon-looking thing. I try to describe it as best as I could, because I got pretty up close and personal to them.
Yeah, he kind of says like, oh, God. I think we have devils and stuff going on around here. We're going to need to get more people into the tunnel. All right, I want to make sure this area is safe. If I can ask, I need you to make sure that this area gets kind of calmed down. And just see what you can do, all right? I'm going to go make sure the guards are covered. And he kind of starts walking back towards the guard post.
Well, no. I'm no specialist in that, but I will see what I can do.
Good
Yeah,
luck. You're gonna need it.
Help where you can. I need to make sure that the city's safe. It's my first priority. If you can help in any way, offer it now.
Starts
Sure.
wandering off. All right, now.
Hey, Padley, I have a question quick.
Yeah.
Silence is concentration. Does
It is.
the key points, like, not care about that since John's been trying to attack and grapple at the same time?
John has not tried to attack while holding him, and John has also not been hit yet. I think I don't think John's been hit at all, so I don't think he's.
I haven't been hit at all.
Okay.
But if he
I
does
was
get
just
hit,
curious.
he'll have to make a concentration check. Yes.
I was just curious.
You're right. At this point, too, at the end of the hallway, two villagers come in from behind it. You see Hilda coming around the corner, too, with this heavy crossbow cocked and aiming down the hallway at you, and her mouth is moving, and she seems to be shouting something very animatedly directly at you, Gamera. Well, actually, it's Charlotte. He's the one out in the hallway. You can't tell what she's yelling. She seems pissed.
Really? You think?
But it took them a dash to get up to here, so that's their turn. Snurp, you just saw the two burly-looking villagers and Hilda sprinting up the stairs.
Like the description, she seems pissed.
I'm going over to the nearest table and I am face planting on it.
Just step, and then a completely quiet thud. You don't hear it. You just see the drinks on the table go up a little bit and then fall back onto the table.
And I just stay there like that, face on the table.
Yep. Charlatan, your turn. You're outside the room. You see all these villagers and Hilda with the crossbow.
Easy. I'm going to point to the gnome, the dead body, and the dagger.
Make a deception check with disadvantage. Because they saw Gamera attacking the gnome.
I rolled a 15, but I have a +3 to
On a disadvantage? Damn.
Oh, wait, sorry. Let me roll again.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay, 14 +3, so...
Jesus.
Pretty good.
17.
I'm just rolling good tonight, but then again, I've had...
They look at this scene, and from what you can see, their faces, they stop and they look at each other for a second, and they look back, and they still kind of seem intent, but their faces have changed a little bit from anger to concern, and they are moving up still.
Okay.
That was your action to do all that boogly-boo. You're still sitting out in the hallway.
Let's see if I can do anything worthwhile as a... Yeah, that looks like it's all combat. Don't think I can do anything else about it.
Alright, you're just going to sit there then in the hallway, or...?
I guess I can. The only thing I could do would be to pin the...
You currently have him pinned.
Okay.
He has a chance to break free every turn, but it's just going to be a competitive check if he tries. Alright, Womble is moving back in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alan's moving back in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gamera, what do you want to be doing?
I'm confused on why he's not coming into the room, so I go out and look, and
You see the crossbow and the two villagers.
and think to myself, well, fuck.
Oh,
What?
that deception check did a little bit worse than I originally anticipated because I forgot that Gamera had dragged that corpse into the room before the villagers got up there. So they don't know 100% what you're trying to signal, but they were confused because that was a good roll anyway. Anyway, go ahead, Gamera.
Okay. And then still calling the silence, right? You can't say shit?
Yep.
All right. And then I go out and I see her. And then I just go back inside and close the door.
But then Charlatan out in the hallway by himself. Beautiful. All right. I like that turn. Grob. Nope, it is his turn.
Yep.
You're gonna try to break free this time. Make a athletics check. John.
Oh, sorry. Athletics?
Yep.
11 plus 4, 14.
15.
Good thing you're strong. You've got him gripped, and he is swarming and trying to get out with all of his might. He fails to do so. Grognar, you move in.
Mm-hmm.
Xanar, I'm guessing that at this point, what would you like to be doing? Vance seems like he's going to be moving back towards the guard post.
Well, I'm gonna look around the market, see if there's anybody remaining or people that need help, I guess.
Make a perception check.
Not investigation?
Oh, investigation works. Yeah, no, that works.
Oh, wait, well, can I do either one?
Yeah, whatever you want. Hey, this is kind of a mixed one, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do investigation, and I'll probably hold on. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna relocate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll probably move there. Gonna look around, see if there's anyone to help.
Yep.
And Nat 1.
I help a shit.
Trip and break my nose.
Yeah, but you walk around the corner and you're not really seeing much, but you get really distracted when you see that Womble had fallen into a box of bread and bled into it, and the sight just makes you sick to your stomach. Vance is going to bugger off up here. This guard is going to sit here, wave at Vance, and then just kind of clutch where his open hole was because it hurt when he waved. The villagers are going to come up to where you are at. Hilda is going to, while pointing a crossbow at your head, Charlatan, is going to try to say something towards you. Nothing happens. The villagers are going to then try to wrest Alan from your grip. So make a strength check. Oh, Jesus. Sorry.
Hold on. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it myself.
Oh no.
What do you get?
I'm taking a picture just so I can post it.
Is it a 20?
It is.
All right.
I can't believe I rolled 2.
These two villagers start fighting with you for the possession of Alan. Hilda is starting to get more and more agitated.
What have we done?
She currently is holding the crossbow, maybe about 5 feet from your face, pointing it at your face. Alan is struggling in front of you. They're currently trying to get your arms off of him. These two villagers are sitting around you. I think this right here is an okay spot to call it for the night, and we can deal with this shit show next time.
It is an absolute shit show.
I didn't think things would get worse after last one, but
this might make the campaign very different.
This might be like a technical TPK via jailing.
Yeah, this might have just turned into a survival campaign.
God damn it.
If the gnome would just die, we wouldn't have this issue.
He had just died!
or if you just didn't decide to try and kill him, there was that option too.
Yes.
No, he's not even among you guys, and I don't know how the fuck you haven't managed to get him, but he really wanted to live.
Crappy fucker.
So you're sending this video to Rhea after I upload it, right?
I will send her the YouTube link.
Yeah, Rhea's gonna. I want to hear Rhea's reaction to this.
Tell her she needs a response video.
Wait, we have a YouTube.
yes.
We have a YouTube channel since when?
I've been uploading to my YouTube. I'll link the playlist into the chat and pin it.
Cool, I can send that to my friends so they can see the shit I've gotten into.
So you guys basically have me sitting here going right now an entire run as outlaws. How will this work?
I don't know how that's gonna work for Phelan or me.
I don't know.
You guys through association are gonna have real interesting lives soon, I'm sure.
You assume we're going to continue to associate as well.
Yeah. I will be totally fine if people have to make character decisions that wind up meaning this this session might get interesting.
I feel like Grognar's built up somewhat of a reputation that they might consider him not a part of this.
Well, All they know is that your troop has been together. They don't know you guys as like a unit, but they know that you guys rolled into town together and you've been doing things together. That doesn't necessarily. They're not assuming that you guys are like part of a cult. Although after this, maybe.
Just blame Alan as being in a cult. Easy. Just pawn the girl's death off on him.
All I can do is hope that come next deception comes up, I roll really well on convincing Alan murdered the dude that Gamera rolled a 1 on.
I mean, there's a lot of options here to lie.
There's a chance, but you got fucked when you actually attacked him in plain sight.
Yeah, that was not good. I know.
Yeah,
I did it.
Gamera.
It's not good.
John was the smart one and decided just to grapple. You decided to attack while grappling.
I get.
My character's not smart. All right.
Yeah, I get what you were trying to do, and it was like I want to get an assurance, but this is going to be a risky thing. But I think you guys underestimated how much someone might want to live. Plus, Jesus Christ, Alan rolled like a champ, and you guys rolled really shit for that surprise attack.
Yeah, I definitely put a gif of Alan in the Discord chat.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
that's perfect.
We were going. Me and Adko were putting some in chips.
Yeah.
I'm never listening to the Lizard Man ever again. It was a terrible idea, and you're a bad person.
I assume
You
that
know,
was
honestly,
the-
both of you could have said it was the other's idea, and I'd honestly believe both of you.
I mean, you guys can still fucking pull that from everyone that knows. No one has an idea as to what fucking going on. Snurp has seen this, and Snurp can't fucking handle it.
Don't worry, John. I thought it was a good idea. I would have done the same.
Man,
What was that, Azure?
I would have done the same, John. It was a good idea.
I just came in, there's a bloody gnome. You guys are chasing after the bloody gnome, but Hilda's got a crossbow, and I'm like, well, shit!
if I catch any more shenanigan bullshit in my town, I will be a little bit harsher next time.
That's like the name of the episode right there.
Anyway, guys, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
All right,
Bradley,
I'll see you
for
later.
sitting through this shit. Remember to post the link to the YouTube channel so I
Yeah,
can
I'll
send that to
get
people.
you. I got you.
Thank
I got
you.
some thinking to do for next session.
Yay, thinking.
All right, bye guys. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yep.